Let's see when YouTube brings us live. Let's see what you got, YouTube. It says I'm live. Maybe I am. How's it going, everybody? I'm wearing some fancy crap. First, let's talk about some crypto. We've got, I hope that phone doesn't ring. Don't ring, phone. We've got a nice bounce on Bitcoin. We've got a nice bounce on Ethereum. Let's take a look at where we're at on those. We've got Ethereum so far today, I believe, up to 2,900 USD. I think the most liquid pair in the world is the UniSwap pair at app.uniswap.org. So that's what I'll be checking. Now it's weird now because they've upgraded to V3. You're actually going to have different stats. So if you go to uniswap.info, you're going to get by default the Uniswap V3 stats. And then if you want the V2 stats, where there's still a lot of liquidity, for instance with HEX, most of the liquidity is still on V2, then just click up in the top right corner, V2 stats. Now the two systems are very different. So Uniswap V3 allows you to put liquidity asymmetrically. So you can basically put limit orders in there as long as you're at your computer and able to pull liquidity after you get filled. Otherwise, if the price moves the other direction, it'll unfill. And you'll get paid, you know, a 0.3% fee both directions, but you won't have executed a limit order. You'll be basically like market making or liquidity providing. So let's take a look. Actually, you know what? I might as well use Uniswap info here. I'm using my new 8K camera with 4K output because my test with a 5-minute recording, a 5-minute 55-second recording, took them 40 hours to finish encoding. And then it was like 360p for a day. Well, that's garbage. Now, if I get an 8K capture device that can get 8K 4320p directly out of the HDMI, which is very hard. All the devices I found are SDI. I don't have an SDI camera. I have an HDMI. So if I can get that, I'll try a live stream, because the live stream, it seems to like give priority processing to and process while you're streaming it. For instance, you know, when I'm done streaming this, the 4K should just be live. Shouldn't take any time at all. I'll try that with the 8K if I get an 8K capture device, but do you really, I mean, hey, I'd like you to see my pores as well as you can see them. So what is this? Well, let's go back to the prices and then I'll talk to you about all this fashion crap I'm wearing. All right. Let's go with ETH USDC here. So far today on ETH USDC on Uniswap V3, $500 million, or no, this is across the whole pair. So far on ETH USDC, just on V3 today, 24 hours, $350 million of volume. Not bad. And then if we go to V2, did they stop advertising V2? Used to be a link for V2 up in the top right corner. I don't see it now. Maybe they removed it. So I think you'll have to go to /V2, or did they use a subdomain? Seems like, yeah, I don't know. They like hid the link. So it's a challenge now. Sorry, guys. v2.info.uniswap, whatever. I don't have time to figure out their naming convention. Well, the important part is ETH USDC costs currently $28.40, and I've seen it today as high as I think 2,900, which is cool. Hey, you know, I would like to see a bounce up to 3,600 on ETH. I'd like to see 55K on BTC. You know, basically, if you look at it like a head and shoulders, I wouldn't mind it retesting the top right shoulder. So, you know, that's technically 48K, but we'll see how it goes. And I really don't care that much about the Bitcoin price other than it moves the Ethereum price around. So that's why it's nice to be in HEX, where HEX doesn't really care what Bitcoin and Ethereum do. It does its own thing. It's killing everything. HEX.com. I love it. You guys should be chatting in t.me/PulseChainCom, where there's now 16,600 people chatting in there. Whole lot of people chatting in there, getting ready for this Pulse to launch. Devs are still banging out coins, getting the addresses to be issued. So, you know, progress is being made. It's close. It's very close. I'm not going to tell you what. well, I mean, right now they're working on Solana address generation. Don't know how many people will be sacrificing that, but you never know unless you try, right? And it's worth it to be able to allow everyone to make the political statement sacrifice of their choice. Yeah, let's check the Bitcoin price. I like how TradingView's always trying to get my money. You ain't getting my money, dogs. Not getting it. Yeah, I mean, right now, 38,915, and you know, retest the shoulder there, 48 to the bodies. You know, previous wicks 47. I'm a wick guy, so we'll call it 47. But the thing is, like, I think price tends to want to retest numbers that have lots of zeros at the end. So if you hit 65K, you'd kind of like to see a retest of 60, which it did do after dumping to 47. And then, you know, now it dumped to 30 and it's only retested 40. I would really like to see a retest of 50. That would be nice. And then, you know, ETH tends to outrun Bitcoin's bounces by 50%. So, you know, if you get a bounce up to 50 in Bitcoin, you're talking a 30% bounce, which means you could get a 45% bounce in ETH. And these, I'm just, you know, these are just like off the cuff kind of general rules of thumb that I use in the most recent bull market. So, you know, a 50% pump in ETH would actually like go and retest the highs at 42K, 43K, 4250. But, you know, hey, if Ethereum wants to go up there, cool. I'm happy with 3,600, but if it wants to go all the way up there, cool. Works for me. Now, let's talk about, before I read your guys, I knew it. I fucking knew it would ring. I got to stop my ringer. One second, homies. Sorry for the delay. Enjoy my pants. There you go. Have some pants action. All right. That shouldn't ring anymore. I'm back. Actually, this is a good opportunity to show off all this crap here. So why am I wearing this stuff? One, I love the HEXican theme. And so different expensive brands try to kind of adopt their own geometry. So LV basically has an angular L and V kind of overlapped. And I love angular shapes. So LV logo is cool. The Philippe Plein logo, very, very cool. And what's cool about the Philippe Plein logo, by the way, this shit is way stupid overpriced. Absolutely insane, retarded, overpriced to death. So this jacket is 2,500 euros, not on sale. And then you can get it for like 1,800 euros now. But if you're in the States, you're at like 2,500 US. And then if it's on sale, you get it for 2,000. Jacket. It's reflective. So like if you take a picture of it, it, you know, blares at you. So what's cool about the Philippe Plein stuff, HEXican logo, you could just, if you want, swap out this HEXican for maybe a different HEXican. That'd be kind of cool. It's great for inspiration because, you know, whatever kind of designs have worked for his HEXican will work for other HEXigans. Very nice, that. So what I like about this jacket is it represents, in my mind at least, the death of fiat currency. And if you're going to create a new currency, isn't it, you know, cool for people to know that it's better than what it's replacing? And as a founder of an amazing cryptocurrency that can replace the dollar, just need a little more scaling, a little more onboarding. You know, it's very early days. It's only a year and a half old. If you look here, you know, the dead dollar. And I'm going to show you a lot more of this stuff, actually. So let's take off this thing and show you more stuff. All right. So it's shiny, reflective. When you hit it with light, it actually turns almost white. More money, more problems. Maybe. different problems. What do we got here? It's all about the Benjamins. It's really all about the T-shares, if you know about HEX. Yeah, so this is what a $2,000 jacket looks like. There's a hood attached too. I unzipped it. Actually, well, I'm getting the full sleeve version of this as well because I like it. You know, what's $2,000 here, $2,000 there. Now, let's take a look at this shirt. This shirt's funny. Looks terrible on me because I'm a fat blob. But in theory, the ideas are nice. So we've got euro symbol, dollar symbol, a character with a top hat throwing money. Can't beat that. Hexagons all over the place. Can we see the hexagons? Let's show the fatness to the camera here. So if you can get a covered in hexagon, top hat wearing, dollar throwing, skeleton dude, I don't know. Pretty awesome. Now, what do you think this shirt cost? It's a $1,000 t-shirt. Do you, and it's more than that. Like, it's a $1,000 t-shirt on sale. It's more if you don't get it on sale, right? So totally stupid, totally stupid. I have a lot of other Philipp Plein crap, which I'm going to show you in other videos. I know you guys don't give a fuck about this, but I want more viewers, and people want to see you wasting money. If you go look at everybody that's got goddamn likes and subscribes and follows and all that bullshit all over Instagram and YouTube, rich motherfuckers wasting money. Hey, I'm rich. I know how to waste money. Is that what I gotta do to get likes? Is creating a $30 billion cryptocurrency not fucking doing it? Fine. I will go buy silly shit that looks terrible on me. The jacket looks cool. This shirt looks fucking horrible. Like, this shit looks bad. Totally bad. Themes are cool. A skinnier man, this shit might look all right. Not looking all right on me. I also got a ton of LV stuff to show you. An absolute fucking ton. But, you know, got to spread it out over a couple of videos. Why not? Now I'm going to look at your guys' questions. Let's see what you got. Oh, also, I'm waiting on an 8-watch winder here because I got so many fucking watches now. And this is just kind of simulating the same height. They're very similar in height. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. Yeah, you're going to... My watches are baller. $250,000 watch, Rolex GMT, diamond bracelet, diamond dial, all factory. You wait till you see the other ones coming. I mean, there's a lot of nice shit. A lot of nice shit coming. What else? So we covered HEX, we covered ETH price, Bitcoin price. Yeah, there's a big event down in Miami where dum-dums are paying $1,500 for tickets for the pleb ticket that they could have bought crypto with, but instead they're going to fucking kiss each other's door handles or whatever the fuck they're doing down there. You know, I've been to a lot of conferences, and I got to tell you, if you take the money that you spent at the conference and then multiply that, like had you bought coins, you've only lost like millions and millions of dollars. So I think the last Bitcoin conference I went to would have been in Amsterdam in 2013. And I think that ticket was like, I don't know, maybe $1,300 or something if I had to guess. And back then, maybe I'm mixing up, maybe that's what the Bitcoin price was at the time. Yeah, Bitcoin price at the time was $1,300. So, you know, now Bitcoin's 40,000. So had you not gone to the 2013 conference, waited 8 years, you would have had 40K divided by, I don't know, let's call the ticket 1,000. You'd have 40,000 extra dollars, basically. You'd have a 40 extra turn had you not gone to the conference. So, I mean, in general, paying for TradingView, you could have bought coins. Going to conferences, you could have bought coins. Buying $1,000 fucking t-shirts that make your disgusting fat body even fatter looking. Terrible waste of money. Don't do it. I give myself an exception because I want more followers. I want more likes. I want to get the message out there. And I have a feeling that as a founder of a $30 billion cryptocurrency where people are becoming millionaires left and right, that should be enough. But you know what? It's not, because I tried all that. So we're going to have to keep rotating and keep trying new stuff until something works. I want virality if I can have it. Yeah. So I talked to Overwatch Partners, who's got that $750K paid in full Lambo that he got off of HEX gains. Well, he's in Florida. And, you know, I'm like, hey, man, Go represent at that conference. Show them what's up. Show them what's up with HEX. Because you can't really get a better car to try and stunt on that car. And he's got HEX license plates. He's got like HEXcom, HEXican. He's got like 3 HEX license plates. I'm not sure which one goes to that car. What are you going to do to outspec a 750K Aventador SV? I mean, you have to have like a Senna, or maybe some of these top of the line, whatever the Swedish dude is. Can't remember what his cars are called. Koenigseggs. You're like, I don't know, whatever. I mean, we could all, yeah, I don't know. Just saying. How much longer till PulseChain? The software's coming along great, man. I mean, they just keep killing it. So you gotta understand, there's a bunch of guys working on it, and they're working on different parts. And the guy that seems to be killing it the hardest is the guy that's working on the PulseChain itself, and not the sacrifice phase address generation thing, you know. So the chain is coming along fabulously, and you can already, you know, you can see the quality of his work and read the quality of his code, because, you know, we already submitted a fix to Geth, which is the client everyone uses in Ethereum and what we're forking. And, you know, we've already improved Ethereum, and it's already been accepted and merged in by the developers there. So, you know, we're improving open source software. We're making Ethereum better. We're hoping to reduce Ethereum's fees. We're giving everybody a copy of all their ERC20s, except maybe a couple. What else? Yeah, like everything's going really good. Just waiting on this address generation stuff, because every chain is a little bit different. Now, a lot of chains basically use an address generation format called BIP32, and it's a hierarchical deterministic method by which you can have one seed phrase generate an infinite amount of addresses and private keys to get paid to and to hold your money in. And you also have this magic thing that lets you have a read-only public address where everyone can like watch your balances. So I'm not an expert on XPub and all these different versions of it, like VPub key, HPub key, XPub key. That's like, it is advanced cryptography, and I didn't feel like going down that rabbit hole. I know it works. My devs have it all figured out. I kicked the bucket on this one, and I'm like, hey, I don't feel like learning this cryptography. But if you want to read about addressing schemes and how BIP32, the crypto that allows you to have hierarchical deterministic wallets, go ahead, read all about it. Swan Bitcoin has a cool article on it. I've been getting messaged a lot lately from people that are telling me how awesome Pulse is going to be and how they really want to participate. And these are people that hated HEX. And so I like that, and I don't dox them. You see people posting screenshots of private conversations. I think that shit's disgusting. That's just gross. Why would anyone direct message you if they know that you're just going to post screenshots of that shit? I think that's sick. So I don't do it. But earlier today, some guy, he was posting screenshots of shit I was telling him. He's a trader with a fucking paid group. He's the lowest scum of the earth, right? You know, and then I tell him, hey, like, you're destroying people's lives. You're getting them interested in the shittiest habit, the most life-destroying habit and finance-destroying habit that they could have. You're destroying people's lives, and you're being paid for the privilege of harming them. It's just disgusting to me. So I told him those things, and then you have an anger problem. No, I'm not angry. I'm just telling you what a piece of crap you are. In cryptocurrency, there's only 2 kinds of people that get rich: founders of exchanges and coins, and holders. And you know who gets wrecked and enhances the gains for those guys? Traders. So what is an exchange? An exchange is a middleman, which cryptocurrency was designed to get rid of, that sits in the middle and watches this guy try and steal this guy's money through a screen and an order book, a chart. And so this guy thinks it's going to go up, and this guy thinks it's going to go down, and they just fight and battle, bulls and bears. And the exchange doesn't give a shit. They make money on volatility. They don't give a fuck if the price goes up or down. They want it to just flop around until you guys have run out of money, liquidated left and right. And so it's net negative for the world to have one guy over here trying to beat money out of this guy over here, paying fees to this middleman, which cryptocurrency was invented to get rid of. How does that make the world a better place? Price discovery. You know what? The price can discover itself just fine. The miners that are the supply and the buyers that are the demand, they can work out price just fine without you watching a bunch of people on YouTube making funny faces, pretending that they know which way the price is going to go. Like, so I try and get people to do healthier, better things where I can. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't gamble, don't trade. You will be a happier, healthier person. It's really that simple. Is there other cool I don't know what other kind of cool crap is going on here with this stuff. I didn't really look at it that much. But so basically, this Plein dude, wildly overpriced as hell. But it's all hexagons, all dollar signs, all money. They even have a gorilla with money and bananas, right? So if you're into that like ape meme, which I hate this idea that cryptocurrency speculators are just literal apes that will buy anything. Sadly, it is. That's true for certain areas of cryptocurrency. Those people are very common. So if you're one of those, man, they got a shirt that's like perfect for you if you're into $1,000 t-shirts. Yeah. All right. I'm scrolling up to the top here. Let's see where we're at with you guys. What brand is that? This is Philippe Plein. Wildly expensive. I mean, he'll make you a leather jacket for $200,000. I'd rather like hire someone out of school that just finished fashion school and let him get a needle and thread and give it a shot, and let's see what he could make in a year. I'd much rather do that. There's a big difference between like 150K and 1K. I've spent maybe 10 or 20K just on this LV and Plein stuff that's sitting here. Well, let's call it 15K. Well, let's call it 20K. You're going to see all this shit. I got so much shit coming. It's silly. Reading everybody's stuff here. Richard looks like he's about to drop the world's first crypto rap album. Wouldn't be the first. YT Cracker was hitting this in 2013. And, even in 2017, there was some guys with some songs here and there. Full album, haven't really heard a full crypto rap album yet. And I may never, because, hey, how good could it be? We've got some good songs, but enough to fill a whole album? I don't know. I've never analyzed the logos on my clothing ever. Love this guy. Thanks, man. Yeah, I hate round logos. Like, I just got this Burberry shirt, and I hate the round logo on it. I won't show it to you now, but I fucking hate round logos. It's just feminine and weak. That's how it feels to me. Do you think one version of HEX will succumb to Gresham's law? So Dan F. in chat here is referring to a law called Gresham's law, which states that the good money drives out bad. But the statement is stupid, and the law is stupid, and I'll tell you why. First, there's a framing error. Which side is it being driven out from? In his example, there's the market, and then there's people's personal holdings. And when he says the good money drives out the bad, it means that the bad money will be used in the market while the people hold the good money. But you wouldn't know that by the statement, because it could be the other way. The good money drives out the bad, and then the market's full of the good money, and then the bad gets given to the people. And so the only part that matters is where the good money ends up, and that's left out of the statement, the good money drives out the bad. So it's a crap statement. Or at least not specific enough for anyone to know the difference between it and its opposite, which is a really big deal. The problem with Gresham's law, when people quote it, is that it assumes that there is a third party in power that is enforcing a peg, making two things remain equal even though they should not be. So for instance, if you had silver dollars made of silver coins, and you had other dollar coins that weren't made of silver, everyone would prefer to spend their crappy non-silver coins and keep the silver ones because it's worth $1 and it also has intrinsic metal value, which makes it $1. I'm not a silver guy. I think it's a crap asset. The chart looks absolutely terrible. It's down from 60 years ago. I think silver was more expensive 60 years ago than it is now. Terrible. Gold is just now coming near its all-time high of 10 years ago. Terrible. Platinum's actually used to be way more expensive than gold, but now it's only $1,200 an ounce, whereas gold is now about $1,900 an ounce. Last I looked, about maybe 5 days ago. So, where was I? Logos, shapes, Gresham's law. I was reading chat. Gresham's law. Yeah. So you only have to worry about Gresham's law where someone is pegging two things and pretending that they're the same value, but they're not. And who's stupid enough to have such a peg? Nobody. So it's just a dumb quote. So Gresham's law, in order to be useful, requires you have this peg enforced, and there is no such thing. So it's just dumb to talk about. Maybe what you want to talk about is network effect. So Metcalfe's law, where the utility of a thing is in proportion to the square of the number of participants in a network where there's communication, like a fax machine network or cryptocurrency network where you have to have a wallet to participate. In those types of networks, Metcalfe's law can be useful. So I think what you're trying... So basically what he was trying to state without this dissertation for me was, is it a chance that p-hex becomes more valuable than e-hex? The hex on the Pulse network, could it become more valuable than the Pulse on the Ethereum network? And the answer is sure it could. And personally, I prefer to see hex more expensive everywhere. But if the Pulse network has lower fees and has higher throughput and is more enjoyable to use, not so long ago, maybe a week or two ago, it might have cost you $100 or $150 to send an ERC20 on Ethereum. It may have cost you $300 to do a swap. Well, that's unacceptable. So in an environment like that, I would expect p-hex to be a lot more valuable than e-hex. Because in that environment, it might cost you $1,500 to end a long stake. Well, that sucks. I'd rather pay pennies, have less negative externalities. So I hope I answered your question, Mr. Dan F. Hexagons are the bestagons, says Tech Dolphin. Agree. How can one sacrifice Cardano for Pulse? Yeah, you'll be able to. They have wallets. They have a network. You can sacrifice that coin. Richard Hart, swag looks great. Thank you. What brand is it? I want all of it. This is Philipp Plein. P-H-I-L-I-P-P. 1 L, 2 P's. Next stream, I'll probably show you some Louis. And then next stream after that, and some more Plein. Mix some Burberry in there somewhere. Richard, what do you think the initial p-hex e-hex exchange ratio will be? I don't know. I mean, it's going to be... It's going to be the same as it was on the Ethereum network at the moment of the fork. However, because there's going to be a 10,000x inflation in the supply, the first transaction will be an equalization to make those ratios more sane. So you'll probably see a not 10,000 fold, but like square root of 10,000 fold increase in the supply of the Pulse on that pair to make the ratios, the market cap ratios, similar. So it's a hard question. But basically the answer is the same as it was on the Ethereum network, but then adjusted for a 10,000x supply increase on the Pulse side. Because there's going to be 10,000 times as much Pulse by quantity as there is Ethereum. So the people that get free Pulse by having Ethereum are going to have 10,000 times less ownership of the network. And the sacrifice set will get the vast majority of that. Haha, I love that jacket. Cool. Looks like something a big black guy from Oakland would wear. Nice. Oh, this is from Rappers Depot. Gosh darn, my fashion sense or lack thereof is getting savaged. I just realized the president I voted for is already dead. Lil Wayne. All right. Yeah, I mean, the whole concept of if you want to show fiat currency and getting killed, there's an endless supply of dead skeletons and dollar signs, and I like it. It's good. I'm cool with it. Death to fiat. Richard's gonna need a runway. Nice. Richard's dressed to do rails of coke. Monopoly guy is a skeleton. Oh, it's a Monopoly guy. Okay. I didn't even... Is it kicking his feet? I didn't even notice. Okay. Richard, why aren't you in Miami? You should flex on them wrecked Bitcoiners. I fucking hate Miami. I hate it. Like, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. It's about 15 minutes north. Sucks. Hate it. Don't want to go. Yeah, $1,000 t-shirt on sale. It's a $1,000 t-shirt on sale. It's probably $1,300 not on sale. Like, technically this is last season, so if you were to get it now, I think you could get it for $1,000. If they still have any left, they probably don't. It's the ghost of rich Uncle Pennybags Monopoly dude. All right. Need glasses? Oh, I got nice glasses. The reason I don't show you my $1,000 glasses, of which I have 3 pairs now, is because then you'll get to see my whole room. And then I have to make sure my room is clean. My room's not clean, so I don't want to do that. You dress like rappers in music videos. What you talking about, dog? What you talking about? Thank you. Why is that shirt so expensive? Because idiots will pay it. Complete idiots will pay it. So, stupid dummy dumbs will pay $1,000 for a t-shirt. Could have had crypto. Hex went up 1,200 fold. That means if you would have put $1,000 in at the bottom, sold at the top, you would have had $1.2 million instead of this fucking t-shirt. I'd rather have the 1.2 million instead of the shirt. So, you know, I've always bought nice shit, but I'm just being stupid now. $250,000 watch, $1,000 shirt, $2,000 jacket. It's just being dumb now. But whatever, like, it's rumored that I've got a lot of money. A lot. More silly shirts, please. No worries. I have some. They're not 1,000, but they're maybe like 400. You should stop saying the price of your things with dollars. You should use HEX or T-shares. True, but HEX and T-shares goes up in value so much that the video wouldn't age properly. Like, can't wait to sacrifice 250K with no expectations. Pulse will be way crazier than ETH. Thanks, Delusionist. Everyone tune into Cabana Crypto Happy Hour to see me wasting money tomorrow. From Big Kirkowski. He's a HEX YouTuber. They're both HEX YouTubers. Expensive sunglasses next. All right, since you guys asked twice. I'm going to show you some expensive sunglasses. All right, homies. Let's play Control the Reflections game. Try and get a reflection of the ceiling, bitches. So, what are these? These are... This guy Abloh, Virgil Abloh, makes good stuff. So these are $1,000. Really, the problem with these is the lenses are so shiny and reflective that you see what's behind you, which is fun if you're into that. You could like look at stuff that's behind you for a laugh, but it's irritating because that part of the frame that shows what's behind you, you can't see what's in front of you very well. So I took these to an optometrist to try and get them coated with an anti-reflective coating. they didn't have the ability to do that. So then I tried to get them to swap the lenses out for new lenses that they could put an anti-reflective coating on. But these lenses are so straight that apparently you need a curved, they can only make curved ones and they don't fit in there. So they make another set. So here's black and white. Here, check that out. So these, they make one that's thinner. So this is thick. They make a thinner one that you can actually insert lenses in. But I can't get it in black. I could go in clear. And I've got those out at the optometrist already. I'm probably going to, oh, actually, well, I've got like a $3,000 pair of these coming. It's not here yet. These are only like $1,000 each, but there's a $1,000 one with crystals in it. I got that one coming in black. And I might pick it up as in red. But the problem with this in red is that my face is already red. So what do I need to like bring out my acne or whatever? Like red glasses is probably not what I really should be wearing. Also, when you buy these, I have an E and a W, and this is weird to me. The W is not as wide, and it means Western. And the Eastern is more wide. It's weird to me because I thought Asian people were smaller, like Asian medicine, you know? And that's the East. And I thought Western people were bigger, like, you know, the guy from Game of Thrones, the mountain or whatever. Not that he's like, look at me, dude. I'm fucking gigantic and I have a big head too. So, in more ways than one, ego and physically. So me, I need the E version, but it's just backwards. For me and my brain, it should be the Western version. But if you know, they got to be the E. They also make, you have to like look at the numbers on the inside and the left, because they also make different sizes. I think they make different sizes within the E and the W as well. So I'm going to have, I guess, I own 4 pair of these now. One's at the optometrist. One is getting delivered. And then I might pick up another color, like a blue, maybe, just not to kick. Like I would want to get red, but I don't think it works that good with my skin tone. So there you go. There's some expensive glasses for you. I hope that works for the 2 guys. Oh, another funny thing. So there's a little LV logo in the corner here. And when I had the first optometrist like try and see whether they could put an anti-reflective coating on it, they actually flipped it so that the LV logo is facing inwards. And then I had to I tried to pop them out. I didn't want to break them. Then I went back and went to a different optometrist. I popped one out. One of the other dudes popped another one out, and then we flipped them back. So I never thought about it, but you can actually, if your lens is flat enough, you could actually rotate them this way and they still function because they're symmetrical. You got to clickbait the dumb shit you buy, like Rolex mystery box or some ditch shit like that. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I should be hitting these keywords, man. You know, I'm still hitting crypto keywords just because I'm used to, but yeah, why not? I should be hitting some of these other brands' keywords because I'm spending an absolute on it. So let's see what it does. Why not? Richard, what do you think is a better strategy, sacrificing HEX for Pulse or getting a copy of them and then sell the EHEX for PHEX after the fork? I have no idea. That's a great question. I've been telling my friends 2/3 sacrifice, 1/3 HEX, but I have no idea, dude. Like literally, I don't know. Good question. Don't be tough on yourself, you're a hero. Thanks, Zephyr, I appreciate that. Waste that motherfucking fiat, Richard, says Ronan Buggy. Thanks, man. I'm like 20 minutes behind on chat, so hopefully it doesn't just override it. Flex with sneakers next. All right, motherfuckers, y'all want to see some sneakers? Fine. I'll show you some sneakers. Be right back. You guys making me show off stuff here. All right. So, sneakers, huh? Let's show some sneakers. First, I'll show you the ones that I've like had the longest. So you see these bad boys here? See these? If you look closely, they're starting to crack here. And they're starting to crack here. But because the pattern is kind of like camo a little bit, you can barely tell. I'm a cheap bastard. So I waste money, but I like to get my value. So I wore through the bottoms of these until there was nothing left. And then I went to the shoe store and I said, hey man, put new soles on these. So now these are my work Louis Vuitton shoes. If I got to, do some kind of work outside, put on these bad boys and just wore them out, wore them all the way through. Now I got 4 pair of these. These are $1,000 each. Why? Because it might go out of style. It might go out of season. And then when I want to buy them, they're not there anymore, and that pisses me off. Because then I like these. They make you tall. They look good. They cover every kind of Louis monogram pattern I wear. Wear a lot of Louis crap. Scream money to distance because of the brown. That's why I like monogram stuff. Because I have no ego and a small PP. So I need all this stuff to try and feel cool. Make people like me. None of those things are true. I do like people to like me, though. And then, this is what they look like when they're, like, new, right? So, you can see how fragile this is. This is, like, real thin. So that's going to wear through quick, right? I can show you guys. It's neat. You guys probably never seen it before. It's the world's quickest way to tie your shoe. It's called Ian's knot. Most people don't realize this, but they tie their shoes the wrong way. Now, this is going to be hard to do because I hope I can see hope you guys can see the lace. If you look at people's shoes, a lot of times they have what's called a granny's knot, and the laces go like this, falls apart super easy because they didn't tie it right. So I'm going to show you how to tie your shoes amazingly well. You can Google it. It's called an Ian's knot. It's the fastest knot in the world. Just untie your shoe, right? Start from scratch here. You're going to do your little, whatever they call this, to get started, right? That's your get started thing, normal. This one's going to loop over, away from me, over the top, and this one's going to loop under, towards me, away and towards. And then I'm just going to swap them. I'm going to push with these so they can grab, and that's it. So you could literally tie your shoe like this. And it's super, super strong. Never does this tie to the side granny knot thing. And it's super, super fast. So if you're going to be tying your shoes for, say, however many years you're alive, that's not perfect. That could be better. It's handy to learn one of these super cool quick knot things. Wow. I don't want these to be. I'm not going to tie this again until that shit's perfect, so we're just going to put that baby down. Now, what's the problem with that shoe? White. All this white. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. You can get dirty no matter what you do. Hate that white bottom crap. So, bought a pair of these. Basically the same shoe, $1,000, but black bottoms. So now I don't have to worry about getting injured as much. It's going to fail similar locations, but this leather might hold up maybe better than that plastic-coated canvas, which is what the LV print stuff is, which most people don't realize. Now these are actually just laced, so these are laced perfect. Yeah, there you go. So you wanted to see some shoes. There's some shoes. I could show you shoes all day long. I got maybe 55 pair of shoes, so I can show you shoes forever, man, if that's what you're into. What is game theory? Google it. Bring back the Bikini Girl. She was for likes. Nah, she was not good for likes. I'll never have another Bikini Girl on here. Lost followers on that. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. 99% male followership. Lost followers on a pretty Bikini Girl. Crazy. Now I learned, that's experimenting, right? Show us all the new watches. Well, I mean, Daytona, two-tone, stainless, and gold. I'm sorry. Submariner, two-tone. Daytona Zenith, two-tone. Patek Philippe, stainless, 5726. Metal, everything. And Patek chronograph, 5980, two-tone, gold, and stainless. And this is a GMT-Master II, Rolex GMT2 with diamond dial, diamond bracelet, rose gold. This is $250,000, this one. This is like 135. It's actually 150 now, if you care. And this used to be 100. It's probably 110 now. And this was $250,000 probably still $250,000. There's so few, you can't get them. Like if you do a search for, gold Daytona, all gold Daytona with a green money dial or dollar dial or the, can't remember the musician's name. Pages of them. Pages and pages and pages. Super easy to get. There's like one. There's like one for sale in Dubai. Good luck, right? Whereas with the green-faced gold Daytona, there's 100 of them. So I got an 8-watch winder coming up. I got 7 watches. Not sure what I'm going to stick in the 8th one. I'm thinking of throwing an iWatch in there. Let it say I'm charging it. Let it wind, spin, piss people off. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get $1 million watch. We'll see. I think the shirt looks good on you. Well, thank you, Godzilla Hard Discs, and I will accept your compliment. Thank you very much. What you need to do is giveaways, watch the subs. People who flaunt are poor, in my opinion. Cool, bro. Well, I hate to break it to you, but if you go look at who all the popular people are on social media, they're rich as fuck. So I don't really care about your opinion. Your opinion's wrong. They're not poor. They're rich as fuck. If you have 1 million followers, you can make a larger impact. So you're just wrong, bro. Hate to break it to you. Proof of wealth. Good point. If you want to waste money, I'm available for adoption. Noted. How much did I get from the HEX launch? God, Bernie Van Rensburg. You're polite, aren't you? Why don't you ask how old I am and what I weigh? Old and fat would be the answers there. Richard needs a collab with a timepiece gentleman. Set it up. Set it up. I like Nico Van, whatever his name is. Hook it up. Timepiece gentleman. Go for it. I'm sitting on a lot of money on watches here. This here's $500,000, but I got a lot coming, so. Fucking own that flesh shell, Richard Hart. Who gives a fuck what you look like? Everybody. If they ain't sleeping with you, they have no valuable position to comment about your human form. All right. I mean, I think being prettier is better, but yeah, I feel you. I live in Miami. What a waste to come to this shithole. Yes, Justin, I agree with you. It is, you will hear car accidents happening around you until you get to participate in one. It's a wonderful place to get run into and shot at. Fabulous, wonderful place. Cops trying to fuck you up. Criminals trying to fuck you up. Everybody's trying to fuck you up in Florida. floridaman.reddit.com. Everything you want to know about Florida. Randy Hilarski says, I agree. We spent about 20 BTC on conferences in 16, 17, and 18. Yeah, oops. Big oops. Hope you don't miss that 800 grand. Actually, 80 grand? Let me do that math. I think it's 800. 20 times 40K. 800 grand. That sucks, mate. Laugh my ass off. Every stream I want to die, knowing that I won't be able to save the money worn on Richard's body over 20 years. What a waste of a life. Bro, Pulse is launching, man. Who knows what Pulse will do? The world is full of opportunity. Even if this is a 1 year, 2 year top on Ethereum and a 1 year and 2 year top in Bitcoin, guess what, motherfucker? 2 years goes by real quick. New bottom, big ass run up again. So chill. Everything's going to be cool, man. You got air conditioning. You got internet. You got a bed. You got food. You golden, man. You golden. And I know Dan's situation's hard. He's got a kid that's got disease, type 1 diabetes. He's got a chromosome issue, I think. It's hard. Richard, you should build a literal Scrooge McDuck money Shiloh and swim in hex coins. I went to the bullion dealer and I asked them, how much to get a bar gold, how much to get a bar platinum. Fuck silver. I don't care about silver. And I really don't care about platinum or gold anyway, but I'm here sitting trying to show off and shit. So I thought, all right, I'll just get a big ass fucking chunk of gold bar. They're expensive, man. It costs like $600,000 to get an actual gold bar right now. And people are going to say it's fake anyway. They're going to be like, it's gold-plated tungsten. And then you're like, well, shit. You could also just buy gold-plated tungsten. Now, because of what I do, everything's got to be real, legit, super, super legit. Always been that way. Never had a fake watch. Never had a fake bag. So it's like, legit is good. Do I want to pay $600K for a fucking gold bar that looks identical to a gold-plated tungsten bar? Probably. I probably do. So maybe you'll see a giant fucking big-ass $600,000 gold chunk at some point, but I don't know. It's like, I could also get really expensive alcohol and put it here, and I think gold's a shit investment. It is a shit investment. So why would I advertise a big chunk of gold here? So it's kind of bad from that perspective. Maybe good to show off, but if I'm showing money and fiat money dying, guess what else is dying? Gold's dying, because it's an unproductive piece of crap. Asteroids are full of it. So I think showing off with watches is better. They go up in value faster than gold does. I think showing off with kind of artsy stuff that matches the theme, right? Hexagons, death of fiat money. I like that. I don't like the idea of getting a really expensive cognac bottle, because I don't think drinking's good for people. So I don't want to put that there. I mean, shit, I got a wall of Dom Perignon. A wall. Could show it off. But I'd rather people not drink. I prefer not to drink myself, right? Occasionally I will, but I know it's dumb, so I prefer not to do it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think the gold thing's a good way to go. And so, like, watch winders, I got this 8-1 coming. I was thinking of getting one custom made, but if I start putting my mind to artistic kind of stuff, it's inefficient, because there's 100,000 people that prefer I be working in crypto world and solving aging and curing disease and making amazing crypto things. There's so much more awesome stuff that we can do that it's just a little bit silly to spend too much time on designing cool, aesthetically pleasing stuff. So otherwise I probably would build my own watch winder that was hexagon themed and just awesome. Contract it out, have it built. Might cost $30K, but it's cheaper than some of these other watch winders I've seen, which are like $100K. You can spend $100K on a watch winder. Pretty funny stuff. So it's just smart to do stuff that scales. And like, I'm old and dying and fat and stuff, so maybe dying's not the word, but I'm dying as much as a healthy old person is. So like, I need to transition into doing the longevity medical stuff sooner rather than later, rather than be building custom watch winders. It's just a stupid waste of time, really. Pretty, but dumb. I'd rather spend the money renting a hex truck to troll the block, kind of like buying fireworks. Nice. I've been dropping your name everywhere in the comments, telling as many people as I can about PulseChain and to look up your channel and learn about it. Good man. That's wholesome. Designer brands don't usually do discounts to preserve the status of the brand. You'll never see LV do a discount. Yeah, true. But some people just have larger catalogs, and they do. So Philippe Plein has an outlet. Louis Vuitton doesn't. If you go to Philippe Plein's website, you'll be like scrolling for eternity. I think their catalog's like 4 or 6 times larger than Louis Vuitton's, at least for the men's stuff. This dude is all ego. Hey, suck my dick. Leave my channel. Fuck off. You don't need to be here. Bye. Now, I could mute you, but I'm going to give you the chance to say something stupid one more time, and then I will mute you. Then you speak in this channel only at my pleasure. I can mute you anytime I like. You're awesome, man. I like that better. Thanks. I'm very, very extremely happy with Hex, and then Pulse even better. Thanks, Heximus Decimus Meridius. I recognize that from Gladiator. You really should get on Joe Rogan's podcast. That'll bring in viewers. Hey, you know what? I should really be an astronaut too. Some things aren't up to me, dude. Like, Joe Rogan wants to do an interview. I'm happy to, catch a flight after Pulse launch starts, or do something virtually. But that's it. YouTubers need to apologize and do legit reviews of HEX. Yeah, hold your breath on that one. They shill shit they can make money on. They can make money on you getting wrecked margin trading. How are they going to make money on you getting rich just holding? So it's unlikely you're going to see people that make their money watching you get wrecked change their minds and promote something that helps you not get wrecked. This is like the scene in American Psycho where they're showing the name cards. Yes, it is. And since you mentioned that, what do we have here? Louis Vuitton box. Let's see what's inside it. Ooh, something inside it. Let's take a look. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Card holder. Wow. Fancy. I'm trying to watch the reflections for you guys here. Does it close? Ooh, look at that. It's all loud. Maybe I'll give you a reflection of my hand. There you go. This sucks. Maybe I'll bring it closer to the camera. Maybe that works. I don't trust it. I don't trust this shit. I hate showing off mirrored stuff. I don't know. This is maybe... How much was this? How much is a Louis Vuitton card holder? My guess... 350, 400 bucks, my guess. You guys are beating up. You're making me show you too much stuff in one stream here, guys. I think I'll probably go... Well, I think I'm going to try and get tungsten business cards because they're as heavy as gold. So that would be awesome to get laser engraved tungsten business cards. That'd be fucking amazing. Because you ain't going to... I don't think that's ever been done before. You've seen metal business cards, but they're thin. Fuck that. I want tungsten business cards. That's the way to go. Do you believe BNB will be sacrificed? Yeah, you'll be able to sacrifice BNB. Haha. I hope he doesn't go on a drugs buying spree. It wouldn't do good for him. Yeah, I don't fuck with drugs. So, no worries there. Lol, Richard Hart even has to teach us how to tie our shoes. That shirt's on sale for $500, not $1,000. I don't believe you at all. Send me a link. I'll be very pissed because I paid $1,000 on fucking discount. So if you can get it for $500, I'm gonna be pissed. But I just went to go look up the prices, and this shit wasn't available anymore. So I'd like remember what it cost. You could donate to SENS the cost of all the bling. Why are you throwing away the money? Will it really bring more investors to HEX? Seems to go against your life's philosophy. Bro, I really think that this will bring more eyeballs, truthfully. I really think this ROIs. I really do. I do. I think so. When the sacrifice phase starts, everyone will have an opportunity to donate to the SENS Foundation, either cash or crypto. And hopefully that generates them millions and millions of dollars that they can go and do good in the world with. That's what I hope for. So the SENS Foundation, they're very likely to do very well very soon based on my effort. And if they don't, maybe I'll hook them up personally. We'll see. Check out the Yeezy Sun 700s. Great color scheme for HEXians. Not you, Richard. I showed you already. It'll run you about 600 bucks. Noted. Thanks. I prefer the stretch laces. Makes any shoe a slip-on. I never thought about that. It's pretty cool, dude. I might still slip them on anyway, but I never thought about the stretch lace thing. Nice. I'll check that out. Show us the underwear rich people wear. I just wear Versace briefs. Not Versace. Armani. Sorry. That's actually a slick way to tie your shoes. I learned something new today. Thanks, man. I've been wearing flip-flops all my life. Thanks, Richard Hart. I hate flip-flops. Try walking backwards in flip-flops sometimes. Go try and move somebody's television down some stairs with flip-flops on. You're dead, right? You get into a high violent situation where you're fighting a few guys, you're going to fucking regret those flip-flops, dude. Fuck flip-flops, is my opinion. I got some. I can show you some nice-ass Louis Vuitton and Versace flip-flops. I got them, but I know they suck. Overpriced garbage. Yes, correct. S for G. More shoe videos, please. Noted. I'll show you more next time. Richard spending money with sarcasm. Result of wrecked plebs calling him broke, broadcasting from a studio apartment. I've had nice shit for a really long time. Just never showed you guys. I've had a lot of nice shit for a very long time. I'm just buying it at a faster rate. Will all sacrifices be honored and get Pulse in return no matter the amount? I'm semi-poor and can only afford to sacrifice about 3,000. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the guys that put in more are going to get reasonably what they deserve, which is a better deal, but you're still going to do fine. Wait for the final details, and then, you'll know. But there's no way that I'm optimizing game theory to penalize somebody that puts in $3,000 or even 300. Like, you deserve a good deal if you put in 300 or 3,000. Yes, a guy that puts in 3 million is going to get a better deal, but you know, that's how life is, right? If you spend 3 million at a store, you want a better deal than a guy that spent 300, right? So we're just kind of trying to emulate what people think is fair. Darker pattern shoes are always recommended long term. Yeah, man, I hate the way the white shoes get dirty. If stablecoins like USDC, USDT might not work on PulseChain because of the collateral, what do you think of DAI and how would the maker token perform? I mean, it's going to perform just as crappily because it's backed by 40% or 30% USDC, and on Pulse that USDC will only have the value the market gives it because it won't have a redeemable value. So I would assume, I mean, you're going to need market price discovery on all these things. And there's a lot of complexity there. Liquidations, liquidation bots, they've got some admin key crap that changes some parameters. It's not truly trustless. It's a little trustless, but, a lot of USDT and a lot of USDC being used as collateral. I think their ETH collateral is only 10%. So it seems to me like the majority of the collateral holding up DAI is things that have huge counterparty risk with admin keys. Unfortunately. Can I sacrifice my shoes? Nope. Velcro done me good. Nice. I'm just here for the fast knot. And he has a emoji of a knot. WTF, didn't even know that was an emoji. With a nice blue and pink color scheme too. Baby blue and magenta color scheme. Flex the swanky pillow again. Jeez. Got a lot of pillows. This here is a Versace one. Got this in red. Got it in black. I got it in I think that's it. I think I just have 3 forms of this type of pillow. I've also got hex pillows too. I got hex pillows made too. I think that's like $500. How much Pulse for Richard Mille? I still think Richard Mille sucks. I don't want to watch for the rubber band bracelet. I don't want to watch this overpriced as shit. I don't want to watch this too fucking cluttered. Like, I just don't like Richard Mille. So I've tried to like them. I've wanted to like the barrel-shaped watch. Yes, it takes up more space on your wrist so people can see it easier, but like, it's just meh for me, man. This shit kills any Richard Mille I've seen. Just kills it hard. I'll keep trying to look at them, keep trying to like them, but I don't like the way they look. Don't like the bracelet. Don't like the price. Don't like the fonts they use. Pretty hard for me to like it, man. Barrel shape's okay. But like, maybe if they make me a custom one, maybe then I'll like it. Richard, could you discuss the movement you decided with certainty that would create HEX? What led up to it, and what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Oh, the moment I decided with certainty to create HEX. Huh. It was a gradient, man. It was a gradient. It just kept changing, you know? It was originally like, all right, let's give value to Bitcoin holders on the Ethereum network. And then it's like, well, how do we make them use it? We'll add awesome features. And then the awesome feature became infinitely more valuable than just being able to transact Bitcoin on the ETH network kind of thing. And so just like it used to be called Bitcoin Hex, then it was hex.win, now it's hex.com, it just kept getting better and evolving. So the game theory evolved. You know, originally there wasn't going to be a referral program. Then it was 10%. Then it was 20%. Then it was 20% and you get 10% if someone referred you. That evolved. It kept evolving. Originally there was no adoption amplifier. You want to on-ramp new users without begging exchanges? Oh, please list us and screw all of our users over and steal all their money and make them beg you for their own money, please. Nope. Adoption amplifier solved that shit. People want to mint their own coins to on-ramp. You can mint your own coins. Congrats. No begging and pleading exchanges, which, by the way, are down all the time. Jack people all the time. I know people still waiting for Binance to give them their money. It's been a year. Sent all the selfies you could dream. Still waiting. What you going to do? Basically, you're going to have to end up suing them. So I know for a fact there's people that are not getting paid by Binance. For a fact. Sucks. What are you going to do? I mean, the answer is to sue them. So, unfortunately. What's my opinion on replica watches? I mean, look, man. I've seen some videos on them. Apparently, they look identical. But bitches be asking me to see the boxes. So, in my level that I play at, only real works. Because you're like, real. If you're broke and you're trying to look cool and there's a replica that looks damn near identical, is it immoral and unethical that you're robbing the Rolex company of some money? Yes. Might you be okay with the Rolex company having a little bit less? Up to you, right? So for me, at the level that I'm at, it's got to be only real only. But if you're broke and there's some nice looking thing and it looks nice and it works nice and it's a nice price, that's on you, man. You know? It's like, if you could get this Philippe Plein, if you could get a similar looking shirt to this for 100 euros instead of 1,000. I don't know, man. I can't do it. But maybe it makes sense for you. I don't know. It's like, it's just so weird. Everyone that's ever done business with me always gets an amazing deal. Always. Every business I've ever been in, which is why my businesses are successful. Because if you don't give people good deals, how are you going to succeed? Give people bad deals? I don't know. It does never work for me. So, you know, it's like, if you're broke, you shouldn't buy $1,000 t-shirts. You shouldn't buy $100 t-shirts. You should buy a $5 t-shirt. Works good. Just get a good $5 t-shirt. I got a shitload of $5 t-shirts. I like them. This like, do you pay for every movie that you watch on the internet? That's what's up, right? So there's a nuance and an art, and it's like, how many people are allowed to watch the movie at the same time with you? Can you have like 8 friends over? Can you only have 1 friend over? Can you like, it's fucking digital rights and their enforcement and fair use. It's a lot of hard artsy fartsy stuff in there. So look at it from my perspective, right? I invented the HEX logo. I invented HEX. Do I want people to be able to go get rich? Do I want someone to be able to put up a site that says fuck Richard Hart and fuck HEX, they suck, and buy this shirt? So like they make money on something that I have the intellectual property rights to. Like I wouldn't like that. So I like the ability to be able to sue them and be like, fuck you, this is mine, you don't get to profit on it, especially while insulting me. So stuff like that, right? So I support intellectual property rights, you know, but then it's like the Rolex company. I guess I support their rights. I guess the world would be better if there weren't copies of their watches. I guess the world would be better if people made something. If you have the manufacturing ability to make something as good as Rolex does, well, why don't you just do something better than what they do? And then you'll be able to charge even more, right? So I guess in an ideal world, there wouldn't be any knockoff shit. And those engineers that can make knockoffs that are good would end up making better products. I guess that's an ideal world. So, I mean, look, you can get a Rolex for pretty cheap, man. I mean, you can get a $5,000 Rolex. Is that cheap? I don't know. I guess you can get cheaper than that too. Or just do social signaling differently. It's a piece of shit that doesn't tell time that well. It's plus or minus 2 seconds every day rated. And you have to wind it or put it on a winder or wear it every day, or it's going to stop telling the time properly. It's only got a 42-hour reserve, I think. So, you know, it's not actually a good timepiece. Any quartz clock is going to tell time better. A dollar store watch will tell time better. So what are you really doing? You're really trying to get people to like you. And it works. If I wear this watch and a guy sees it, I get respect. Period. So if you're trying to get people to like you and they understand the brand and like the brand and you're wearing similar shit, then you're going to get respect and you're going to get along better. So it is good for social signaling. Maybe you'll find better ways to social signal. Be physically fit, or, you know, look good with just color and texture without having to worry about brand. You can look great without spending money on brand at all. I mean, to tell the truth, like this shit I'm wearing now looks disgusting. It's classless, right? But I'm doing it for a reason. I'm trying to punch hard to get through noise. So I have to do stupid shit like this, because just wearing a black shirt doesn't punch hard enough. It is more classy. I pull harder with it. Like when I'm out to meet people that aren't guys, black shirt's the way to go for me, man. Normal black t-shirt, kill it. Everything extra, not as good. And believe me, I've worn everything extra you could dream. So I would, like, you know, long dissertation there. I hope you got the answer you're looking for. Hit those thumbs up buttons. All right. Like, subscribe, do those things. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/RichardHartWin. I don't know. I'm reading a comment that it's too long to read and doesn't seem useful. Okay. Amundi's chief investment officer. What the fuck is Amundi? Blank, I guess that's a guy's name, said at today's press conference that the dance is over between governments and regulators in Bitcoin. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, he says he's Greek, so maybe he's talking Greek. I don't know what that means, man. Does that mean that Bitcoin won? Does it mean Bitcoin's going to lose? I don't understand your comment, bro. Why Richard Hart care about followers so much? He doesn't realize how spastic your typical viewer is. Well, man, I don't know. Maybe more followers sucks. But I'll let you know when I get there. I'm trying to make an impact in the world, man. And if no one hears what the fuck you're saying, how are you going to make a difference? So I need to be heard. That's where I'm at. I mean, I could just fucking start advertising myself. I could just have Richard Hart advertisements out there in the world. But maybe that's a better use of my time, actually. Maybe I'm better off doing that. Or hiring a PR agent to just cold call everyone to do interviews that are better than pleb interviews. Like, that's probably a good idea too. I like that chick. Hard to understand people unsubbed. Yes, it is hard to understand that. And the content was good. The girl was good. Everything was good. But people just are allergic to skin. Reminds me of Alec Baldwin and Glengarry Glen Ross. This watch costs more than your car. Yeah, but sometimes I can break out this watch costs more than your house. It's $250,000, you know? Like, you can bust that out. Hey, man, what did you drive here in? I could quote you Glengarry Glen Ross quotes, but I'm the guy that drove here in a fucking $70,000 BMW, if I remember correctly. I think he was driving he was driving an 850 Ci, as I think the car he had. Might have been 740, but I'm pretty sure it was an 850 Ci. Yeah, Glengarry Glen Ross has some cool quotes, man. Like if you're into that movie, you're gonna love. So if you like Glengarry Glen Ross, you're gonna love Boiler Room. You're gonna love Wolf of Wall Street. Those three, they're like the same movie 3 times, basically. Damn, I'm late. I hope I didn't miss much. How are you awesome people doing? We're doing good, man. Thank you for being open and honest. My pleasure. 1,100 people watching and only 400 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. I would if I could. I don't see it on my screen right now, but you guys that are watching, hit it. Richard, was only last week you made a call for $20,000 Bitcoin as a bottom. Now you have thumbnails saying it's going up. Do you retract that claim, or do you think we're still heading there? Robert Kirk. Listen, Robert. I'm going to explain to you something that people that make price predictions hate. The market changes. It goes up, it goes down. You get new information. You use your brain to assimilate that new information into your model of the world, into your worldview, and you update your opinions as new information comes in. So you, Mr. Robert, whatever, Robert Kirk, you come in and you go, hey, I watched your thumbnail, and then I thought that information was good for eternity, and I didn't watch anymore. Well, your sampling rate, your sampling frequency is too low. You're not going to be able to track when I update my worldview if you don't watch often enough. So Bitcoin top at 65K, I called and drew the chart and said, look, we fell out of our parabola, and drew the red fucking line down and said, look, last time this happened. Ethereum went for another 27 days. What do you think that this happened I was talking about? Bitcoin top is what I was talking about. But I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say this is the top, because I don't want to make the top if I don't have to, right? So I was right. The shit dropped 55% from 65K. But guess what? Bounces are legal. And so you went to 65K, you tried your right shoulder at 60K, you dumped down to 30K, now we're bouncing. Let's see how high the bounce can go. I would like to see 50, 55K. But if we only hit 48K because we're retesting the bottom of the wicks of the right shoulder, fine. Okay? Because what do I care about more than the Bitcoin price? The Ethereum price. And what I care more about that, the HEX price. But HEX doesn't really give too much of a fuck what those two are doing. So it's like HEX is up 1200x. That doesn't really care too much about what the other two are doing. As a matter of fact, I think HEX is going to go up while those two go down. That's what I think is going to happen. Don't have a crystal ball. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But if you look at the chart, the HEX chart's like Bitcoin and Ethereum both dipped harder than HEX. Period. So, and that was after HEX did like a 3x in 2 weeks. Might have been a week. So now Ethereum went down to, I think Ethereum went all the way down to 1800. It dropped, I think it went down to 1800. Let me check it. No trading view. You're not getting any money. Yeah, it went down to 1750. Well, 1730. And now we've bounced up to 68, or I'm sorry, 68% up to 2900. I mean, we hit 3K. Now we're at 2900. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we go up 3600. And then if you do a 1.5x retracement to like 40K on Bitcoin, then you're probably up at like the 4,000 range for Ethereum. Cool. Hope it does that. Great. And then I think we do bear market. That's what I think we do. So I think 65K was a top in Bitcoin for a year or two. And we'll see whether 4,400 was a top in Ethereum, but my guess probably was. I think it was. The only way for that to change would be if the market started acting totally different and Ethereum just did its own thing while Bitcoin was dumping, which it had the opportunity to do that, and instead it overperformed to the bottom. So Bitcoin dropped, 55 and Ethereum dropped 60%. So it seems like if Bitcoin's going to dump, Ethereum's going to dump too. 61% in 11 days. And it was exactly 27 days from the Bitcoin top. Just like last time. 17 or 27, but I think it's 17. I think it's 27. Yeah, you have to check my tweet. The look how right I was tweet. So, where do I think prices are going to go? I thought prices would dump. They did dump. Then I told you prices would bounce. They did bounce. And so now they're still bouncing. And I would like to see the bounce continue up to 48 to 55K on Bitcoin and, 36 to 4,000 on Ethereum. That's what I'd like to see. And that is historically what you have seen in the past in the 2017 top. So if you draw a simple Fibonacci retracement, your 286 is at those levels. So, it's what it did historically in the past. It's a fib level. There's some confluence. We've had a really strong bull market. We might have overperformance even in the bounces to the upside. Wall Street's here, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Let's see 3,600 underneath. Let's see, 50K in Bitcoin. I'm happy. Now, for you, should you care about this shit? I don't even know why you hold Bitcoin or Ethereum when HEX exists. HEX is awesome as fuck. HEX is up 2,200x, 2,400x if you were a staker. 1,200x if you didn't stake. From January 5th of 2020 until a week or two ago. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. And we got PulseChain coming out. Go t.me/PulseChainCom. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really amazing. World's biggest airdrop in history. So just to reread his question. Richard, it was only last week you made a call for $20,000 Bitcoin as a bottom. I don't understand what that means, man. Because I'm calling for fucking $10,000 Bitcoin, by the way. So I don't understand where you said that I called 20K as a bottom. 85% drop is what Bitcoin has done 3 times before, excluding the flash crashes on some exchanges. And so why don't we just do an 85% drop again? An 85% drop from 65K is 97.50. So 10K is my bottom call. I don't know where you're getting 20 from. Now, how long will it take to get there? Probably takes a year to get there. My guess. And if new information comes and the market starts acting different, great. But right now, I see the market acting just like it did in the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, where you go up a lot, everyone buys, and then there's no more Elon Musk left to buy, and even he's fucking shit talking. Well, okay, let's go down, right? HEX, I don't mind seeing that go up and up and up forever. I love it. It's decorrelated with these other assets. But Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't decorrelated from each other. Bitcoin goes down, I think Ethereum's going to go down. Just lagged a little bit behind it. So, hope that answers your question, Mr. Kirk. I think we're going to go up to 3,600 on Ethereum, 50K on Bitcoin, and I think we're going to do a fucking higher lows. Right shoulder, shoulder, right shoulder, right shoulder, shoulder and shoulders. A head and shoulders and shoulders and shoulders and shoulders is what I think is going to happen. Did you ever get into graded sports cards? No sports cards for me. Like to get a 52 mantle, and then one of my stakes end in a few years. Never got into it. I mean, I had some, but who the fuck knows where they went? I got some hologram Shaquille O'Neal starters somewhere in the world, maybe. I don't know. Throw one of those $10 Casios in the spinny case and watch the comments freak out. I'd probably do that with the iWatch. Just to make sure it's dead. We need to buy you a watch, Richard. Nah, I'm good. I got it covered, bro. You should replace the bedazzle stuff in your shirt with diamonds. Fuck that. I'm not putting diamonds in a t-shirt, dude. I am putting a shitload of diamonds. Well, you'll see. You'll see soon. What do you think of Jacob and Co. or Richard Mill? I told you about Richard Mill already. Rewind a bit. I think the Jacob Astronomia looks okay. It's really expensive, though. But like if you're gonna get a $1 million watch, you don't really have that many options. So the Astronomy is an okay watch. I'll probably call Jacob up and ask how much for a custom like hex themed piece if he wants to make one. We'll see. Haven't gotten around to that yet. I'm doing other shit right now. I make the same face about giveaways, but people unfortunately swarms of clicks followers. All right, we'll fucking try it. I'll think of something. All right, we'll do some goddamn giveaway, dumb bullshit. I'll see how it goes. Feels gross to me though. Proof of bad taste. True. I mean, look, you want plain Jane ass Patek Philippe's here? You think those are classy? I got them. You want class? You know what money can't buy? Great hair. Respect, bro. Respect. I got great hair. What's more valuable, T-shirt or Rolex? Well, let's go look. apphex.win/charts. Where the fuck are the charts? Am I mistyping this? I was mistyping it. Okay, right now, a T-share costs $951. Pretty awesome. That T-share chart is fucking amazing. Best chart I've ever seen in my life. God, I love the Hex T-share chart. We really should focus on T-shares more than the price. They're so amazing. T-shares are where all the yield and interest in Hex comes from. So it's divided up by shares. A T-share is just 1 trillion shares. How much you make in interest is the day payout total, which is like 3.69 inflation maximum, plus some emergency end stake and late end stake revenue. That all goes to the stakers. And well, the emergency end stake revenue and the late end stake revenue, half of that goes to the stakers, half goes to the origin address. And then all of the interest, which is 10 times or 20 times larger, goes only to stakers. And the stakers divide that up by shares. And so your profit in a day is the day payout total times what percentage you have of the shares. That's it. And then that every day that ticks over, you get a new number. So this T-share price is fantastic. You used to be able to buy a T-share of Hex for 60 cents. Now they're $951. That's a 2000X. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Need to focus on it more. It's like with Bitcoin, you buy miners, and that's how you earn inflation. With Hex, you stake Hex, and if you stake it longer, you get bonuses, and that's how you earn inflation. So Hex pays stakers to hold the price up. Bitcoin pays miners to dump the price and pollute the environment. Very simple improvement. Well, not that simple, but maybe simple to explain. Yeah, I should advertise that T-share price way more often because it is the most important thing in the system. Richard, your thoughts on free will? You have it. You have free will. And yet advertising works. And your past decisions influence your future decisions. And the chemicals you put in your body influence you. And how people treat you influence you. And what you watch on television influences you. So everything influences you, and yet you have free will, and you get to influence other people too. So you can use your free will to tilt other people's free will. Totally compatible, totally fine. You have free will. But marketing works. So they're both true. Hello, good sir. I have Hex to stake. I'm looking to you for help. How long to stake before I'll need for sacrifice? I'm waiting on the devs to finish up the address generation thing, man. And they're going quick, but I can't give you a specific date. Next live stream, I'll try and get a tighter date for you. It's hard to say, man. Maybe a week. I hope. Fuck Florida, lol. True. Watched your video with Eric Wall this week and wonder what his thoughts on HEX are now. Can't tell you about the direct messages I get, man. Just remember that earlier today, some people have been messaging me, people who didn't like HEX. They're saying very nice things about Pulse. They want to participate. A lot of people. Big names. I'm happy about that. Very happy. Share this live stream in your crypto circles. An ETH fork with sacrifice is relevant to every project. Thanks, Jake Breeding. Thank you very much. That's a good idea. You guys should take his advice. Richard, outside of the airdrop and being new, what makes Pulse better than any other scaling solution that helps ETH? Well, you get 10,000 new coins for free. It also has 4 times the throughput. It also has single chain, lowered attack surface, delegated proof of stake, which has all kinds of other names as well, proof of authority, etc. It also burns fees. Pretty awesome stuff. So there's lots of other ETH forks out there that don't give you 10,000 free coins and don't burn fees, and you know, they're just not as good in my opinion. And some also have multiple chains where if one fails, everything fails. So it's just extra attack surface. For instance, BSC. Pulse be making billionaires. I like the way you think, Mr. Intel Rail. Guys, let's let some of the hater comments get through so Richard can address them. It's hilarious when he does. Yeah. I like when you guys just moderate. I don't need to read that crap. Still waiting for that 12K call, Richard Hart, lols, JK. What 12K call? I barely ever make price calls now. Barely ever. I made one to call the top. That's like the only chart I posted for like a year and a half that wasn't a hex chart. So like, I don't know what 12K call you're talking about. Richard, you're awesome. I'm so happy to be in Hex and soon Pulse. The haters are just jealous. True. Question, that Pomp guy seems to be subconsciously showing Hex some love. How can we maximize that? You know what, man? It's like a high follower count, ignorant, thoughtless person who doesn't even engage with his followers or answer questions, but just uses it as a platform to drive by shit at you. That type of person is only as useful as you post in their threads to get attention from his audience. So you'll see me sometimes post comments on the threads of people that I don't give a single fuck about, but have high follower counts. People I may not even like. But because my username is hex.com, 40% APY, 1200x in 495 days, something like that. I'm just saying that to get my username out there. So people see, oh shit, this awesome thing that nobody else is telling me about. I'd like to stop doing that because just reading these people's comments disgusts me. There's so much horrible garbage crap out there, people with paid groups. It just all disgusts me. I don't want to post on that shit. But since I have one of the higher follower accounts in the Hex community, if I do that type of post, it's more likely to get traction because the algorithm will treat it nicer. It'll show it towards the top more. And if people click it, you know, maybe I have more stickiness as the founder of a $30 billion cryptocurrency and caller of bottoms and tops and, you know, largest airdrop in history, self-help author, blah, blah, blah. Maybe that stuff gets me clicks more. So I would love to transition into never having to see what these idiots have to type or say. And it would just give me less stress because it makes me angry every time I see it. So maybe you guys are doing a good enough job out there, the HEXican community, that you're hitting these losers threads hard enough that the message is getting out there that I don't have to fucking bother with it. Maybe. But I'll give you an example. So this paid group scumbag, takes people's money to teach them how to lose money. You know, he posts like, who should I interview? HEXican's jump in there. And then I'm like, yo, DM's open. And he's like, no. I'm like, what? What you talking about? It screenshots a conversation where he's like, hey, let's do a podcast. I'm like, okay. He's like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, I like HEX. And then I show him, I'm like, hey, have you seen this video? And it's the video where I go through and show you how to analyze the HEX market from a trader's perspective and all these tools that exist in HEX that don't exist anywhere else. The first chart of future market supply by knowing when people are going to end stakes, being able to look at every person and see whether they've restaked usually in the past or not, what other coins they hold, etc. And then he acted as though that was offensive to him. He thought it was a price action video or something. And then you're like, why is that offensive to you? You asked me what I want to talk about. I told you what I want to talk about. You said congrats on the price movements, and then the conversation just ended. And then he's in chat. He's like, so my guess is that he's butthurt that he missed out on HEX, or that I'm a better man than him, or like, I don't know what he's exactly butthurt about, but you can tell that there's an illogical butthurt in his responses. And so I'm like, dude, is this like a language barrier or something? Because he's Dutch. I just answered your question. I don't know what you're pissed off about. And then he's like, talk shit. I'm like, oh, well, you're going to talk shit. Well, you're a scumbag trader that victimizes people and ruins their lives. And, you know, you should try and upgrade your life and quit being a scumbag. And just lay into him. And because of that, he starts posting screenshots of our conversation. I love what I said. Stand by it. Fabulous. And so what do I have now? If I had paid him to advertise HEX, which I don't, right? That's not my thing. But if someone had tried to pay him to advertise HEX, he might not have done it. But he'll do it for free to talk shit. And you're like, fine, talk shit. Your viewers are going to buy my product that I designed and built because it's fucking amazing. So tell everyone how much I suck. Tell everyone how much HEX sucks. And when they go and look into it, some large portion of them is going to figure out it's fucking amazing. And they're going to participate. So when haters are willing to argue and fucking, you know, fight with me publicly, if they have a large follower group, I win. I can't lose. What are people that, if you care about the HEX price, are people that not bought able to sell? No, they can't. Can they short it anywhere? No, they can't. I wish they could. Love it when people get wrecked shorting. Try and tell them not to. Tell them it's a stupid idea. They don't listen. So if you're going to get wrecked shorting, I wish you could get wrecked shorting HEX. No derivatives though, spot. So that when they have to settle and get liquidated, it buys the real coin. Not this derivative shit that doesn't ever buy the real coin. Yeah, so, you know, this was an example today of me doing something which sucks, which is posting on other idiot scumbags threads that have a high follower count. But it worked out, right? Free marketing. So, and you see it. You get a shitload of followers right after the argument happens. You're like, yeah, there we go. Thanks. Welcome to a better world, guys. So, but maybe if you guys, like, it makes me wonder how much extra utility there was in me hitting the thread on top of you guys. In this, because it created drama value, which created a retweet and all that stuff, I guess it was useful. But truth be told, I should be working on game theory. I should be working on giant fucking things no one else can do instead of just, like, hitting Twitter, right? Like, instead of buying a $250,000 watch, maybe I should just fucking chuck $250,000 at, hey, look how cool Richard Hart is ads. I don't fucking know, man. Like, maybe that scales better. What do you think about Polygon? It has admin keys. They could steal all the money anytime they want. $8 billion plus. They could just take it all whenever they want. So it's disgusting from that perspective. I'm in cryptocurrency to remove middlemen. That's why cryptocurrency was invented, to remove middlemen. If you're participating in some shit that has admin keys, how many times do you want to see people lose all their money, man? Stupid. Man, I can't help thinking about how much good you could do in this world. Your knowledge and influence, bro. You say you like people to like you. Why not help fix some shit in the fucked up world? West Palm 1 says. Fuck you, motherfucker. I have 2 free self-help books that you can download for free at t.me/scivive. All of my early YouTube videos were self-help personal development videos that I did for free to try and improve people's lives, to teach them how to drink less, how to get rich, how to have better relationships, give better apologies, be happier. That's what I've did. So your assumption that I'm not making the world a better place is disgusting, and for that, fuck yourself. Let me continue. The coin that I am designing and launching, called PulseChain, you can onboard to, sacrifice, right? So PulseChain is given away for free. Who's it given away for free? To people that sacrifice and to people that have Ethereum. Okay. So the people that have sacrificed, you can sacrifice directly to a 503c registered charity, get 75% credit, and support medical research. SENS.org, SENS.org. So when the sacrifices phase is open, you're going to be able to sacrifice your money directly to that charity. Now, am I getting any goddamn money when SENS Foundation gets money? No, I'm not. SENS Foundation's getting that money. And hopefully you're going to do amazing work with that and improve all of our fucking lives. So this concept that you think that I'm not making the world a better place is fucking disgusting to me. I've given out millions of dollars of free money. I've called the damn price so accurately it's silly for free. I've created a cryptocurrency worth $30 billion. It went up 1,200x without staking in a year and a half, 2,400x with staking. I'm the fucking giving tree of crypto. So how dare you come here in my stream and talk shit to me, the self-help author, with free chat rooms, free price calls, free coins, free fucking airdrops. Fuck you. What else am I supposed to do, bro? Just start adopting orphans? And this is the shit you guys publicly know about. I do a lot of shit in my private life you don't fucking know about. So, suck a dick. Try and be like me. Go to richardhart.com. And consider donating to sens.org either now or wait till the sacrifice phase launches and then you can get free Pulse. And in case I didn't say it, fuck you. For a 4th time. I'm gonna tell the giving tree to fucking give some more. Bitch. Will we be able to bridge only ETH and Pulse, not other ERC20s and PRC20s? I mean, anyone could set up a bridge, but it's not a universal thing where it just works for all coins, because some coins do stupid non-standard ERC20 shit like rebasing and things like that. So you have to handle the bridge uniquely in some cases, and so you can't just create a universal bridge. And there's actually, I think, some benefit to the Pulse ecosystem to have a checkpoint that helps people route through Pulse to make Pulse have more value. So I think there's a Pulse appreciation advantage to not bridging everything. So I think there also may be throughput advantages. So the less arbitrage that has to happen, I'm not exactly sure, but off the bat, I think that you're going to see more reliable, stronger bridges with Pulse than with PRC20s. So an ERC20 on Pulse is called a PRC20. I should get a gold bar stamped with fuck gold. True. I have to literally, like, if I get the gold bar, I'm going to have to bring out like a fucking tub of water and be like, okay, look how much the water moved. And then here's the weight. And then, like, you know, look, you can do the math and see that its molecular weight really is that of gold. And people are like, the scale's wrong. It's just going to be hilarious. Yeah. People on the internet don't believe shit. Here's the weird thing about the internet. They don't believe shit, but they also believe everything. So if you tell them, like, yeah, aliens, lizard people are in control of the government and the earth is flat, they're like, yes. But then if you tell them, like, hey, check it out, I have a $250,000 Rolex, they're like, no, it's fake. It's like, you guys believe the earth's flat. You believe there's lizard people controlling the government. But you think my Rolex is fake. Show us the box. Go get the box. Go get the card. It's just like, it's just crazy that people believe everything and also don't believe anything. Pretty fucking weird. You need to buy a crown with diamonds all over it and a scepter that looks better than the gold brick. You're right. And I actually was looking at a chalice that someone linked me to. I found an okay looking chalice for like $2,500. Gold one. Kind of would want to make my own though. Because you can get your own chalice made, right? It's going to take some effort, but you could do it. Richard, can we light up the candles for Sacrifice launch or Pulse launch or both? 60-40, yes. 60% yes. Just do the gold test on the bar live on stream. Or maybe there's a certificate of proof or something. Yeah, I could do both, right? So like I've got all these gold testers or gold coins because I used to have a bunch. Actually dumped them a long time ago. Got 1,600 US for them. Like, yay. Hey, Rich, just firing up the algorithm. Thanks. I've directed my gold bug friends to your stream to show them the light. Good stuff, man. Only get the things that appreciate in value. The watches are awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I buy them right. I pay the right price, and I buy the ones that are going to go up. Like, I buy the right ones. What about some ancient artifacts? They always go up in value. Send me links. I'm here to show off, bro. Whatever gets more likes, more follows. Maybe I'll replace my candlestick holder with a shitload of more expensive stuff. Who knows? You can make an entire throne out of solid silver. It's going to be cold on my ass, dude. It's going to freeze my ass. I like the way you're thinking, though. Have I thought about buying some art? Guns are a great investment because they either retain value or go up if you're in the US anyways. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, dude. I don't think guns do go up in value. We buy muskets. I can't imagine that a Glock 27 has gone up in value. I can't imagine it. Buy 600K of silver bars and make the backdrop all silver bars. Fuck silver. I hate it. This is silver. So I can wear it because it's already, you can't see any reflections out of it because it's already tarnished to shit. So it's nice to wear because you can't see any reflections. So I don't have to worry about the room clean. But it's not nice to wear because it's tarnished. So it's like, do you like tarnished stuff? Fuck silver. You give the secrets of currency, you won the game. You mentioned that at least people have internet and AC. Learn the secrets of health and share them. They're out there. Change the world twice. Yeah, man. Go to t.me/scivive. Read my free books. There is a body chapter. I'm already doing the shit that you're telling me to do, but you're too fucking stupid to know, even though I've been advertising my free fucking book for years. Get with the program, bro. Please. t.me/scivive. SCIVIVE. Richard, the people you can help will find you by osmosis. Maybe the audience numbers aren't as high as you like, but it has value and you give great value. Quality over quantity, so to speak. I agree, man. Look, I have impacted thousands of lives. And I have received thousands of messages from people telling me how I've improved their lives. And I do appreciate it. The world is just a really big fucking place. And so, if you can influence millions of lives and make them better, you should. If you can. Richard Hart, change your YouTube icon for videos to someone not yourself, mouth open, open hands on their face, Bitcoin to zero. Interesting idea. I don't even know what, I think this thumbnail was left over. I didn't even bother making a new one. I should have. Are you still calling 20K bottom? No, Robert Kirk, again. But I am like an hour behind on chat. Sorry about that. I'm literally an hour behind. Crazy. That sucks. I'm calling a 10K bottom, not a fucking 20K bottom. I don't know what you're talking about. If it's aesthetically pleasing, go for it. You're allowed to live as well. Don't only devote your time to helping us. We have to do some work ourselves. Thanks, man. You invest in real estate? Not telling you. Oh, there we go. I reset my scroll thing. So now I'm only 30 minutes behind in chat because I've deleted 30 minutes of it. Sorry, guys. 30 minutes of chat is now gone. I can't read it. Oh, look, a fucking spammer. Spamming this fucking fake trading shit. This is not the first time I'm hearing of Mrs. Naomi Thompson and her exploits in the trading world, but I have no idea how to get to her. Fucking scam, spam shit. These guys hit my comments threads like a fucking brute force. They murder my comments threads with hundreds of these fake trader bullshits with WhatsApp numbers. It's fucking horrible, dude. Horrible. I don't know how they victimize the people that hit their WhatsApp numbers, man. The fucking worst. Enough watch talk. Talk about that sacrifice, you pleb. I already talked about it, dude. Don't know what else to tell you. Just wait. I accumulated my 10th T-share this week. Not much, but it's a start. Glad to hear it, man. You want to show off some fancy whiskey? Suggest me some whiskey. He did, and I don't want to. I love how the bags are stacked behind the candles in view on purpose. Correct. Absolutely just showing them off. I could fucking hang some bags off of these things too. That's a little much. Crystal Swan or whatever the fuck right above the watches. Yep. That's a Swarovski Maxi Swan. I can get one of those for like $5,000. New. You get them used cheaper. Calatrava is classy. Nautilus is nouveau riche. Bitch, I ain't paying $40,000 for a Timex looking watch. Oh, but it should be understated, and if you're traveling, people are less likely to chop your arm off. Kind of crypto solves that exact problem, right? I mean, fuck that Timex looking watch, man. That shit's just silly. $40,000 fucking Timex watch. Can you explain the good accounting feature? It does the same thing that ending your stake does, except it doesn't mint your coins. So it may defer what might be a taxable event. I am not an accountant. But if you don't want to take receipt of your coins and you don't want to incur penalties, then the good accounting function serves that purpose. You can also run it for anyone else. So like if someone goes to jail and they can't end their stake, you can run good accounting for them once their stake should be ended and prevent them from being penalized while they're locked up or in hospital or whatever. It's a cool idea. Any idea what the average buy-in was from people that purchased Lambos? No, I don't know, man. Have to ask them. Robert Kirk says, I hear what you're saying, and I'm not trying to be confrontational, making calls and saying, oh, it can change because the market does, and then does not make any call, neither here nor there. Robert, you're not listening, asshole. Listen, you motherfucker, you. I called the goddamn top and put the fucking chart on Twitter and said, look, we fell out of the parabola and drove the fucking red curve down to the fucking earth. And we dropped 55% after that. Did I post a fucking bullish chart showing a higher target? Did I show you a chart showing 70K? Did the fucking words, like, no, I didn't. I called the top. And then I said, we should be able to bounce, and hopefully we can bounce to 50K. Okay? So I called the top, and now I'm telling you I hope we bounce to 50K. And then after that, we probably fucking drop down to 10K over the course of a fucking year or two. That's my guess, because what we did in 2017, and it's what we did in 2013. We dropped 85% after a big fucking run up. A run up, by the way, which in days was roughly equivalent to this run up that we've had, like 450 days, something like that. So I'm just telling you what happened in the past, and I'm telling you that, oh, look, this is very similar. And so I'm using that to say that the same shit's going to happen again. I think we're going to drop 85% for the same reason we did the last 2 times. And now, so like, I'm being very fucking clear with you. I'm being very obvious with you. There's no flip-flopping. I'm not making fucking calls and deleting them. I'm not making 20 calls. I'm not making a call every fucking day. I made 1 Bitcoin price call this year to tell you where the fucking top was. So what do you want from me, man? What do you want? Oh, and by the way, not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Fuck yourself. Do your own research. You think I make money when you fucking trade Bitcoin? I don't. So, yeah, I can't be more clear for you, dude. Price was high. Price dropped 55%. Price bounced up. Fucking price still 40% down. That shit still sucks. So let's go look exactly where it's at. Like, I know you're not trying to be confrontational, but fuck, man. What do you want me to do? Come to your house and click the fucking mouse buttons for you? The Giving Tree of Crypto. Hey, man, do more. Don't buy expensive stuff. I'm already, like... Holy shit. You guys aren't paying attention. All right. Bitcoin USD. Let's go measure this fucking dumperoni. Dumperoni, 54%. And after the bounce, we're at, right now, 41% down still. I remember back in 2015, 16, 17, never did the Bitcoin price dump more than 40% ever, not a single time. Until the bear market. And then it did. You get it? I think it's the bear market. Let's bounce up. Let's go. 50, 55K. Let's go. Let's go. But then after that, I think we go down fucking 85% dump like we did the other 2 times. Can't speak more clearly to you, man. I really can't. How the fuck more clear can I? I'm not only telling you, I'm telling you what I think, why I think it, and the fucking time frames of the data that allows you to go verify it and fucking measure it yourself. I cannot do more for you, man. I can't. I'm giving you data. I'm giving you analysis. I'm giving you conclusion. You can go make your own fucking conclusions from the same data. Kills me. Oh, geez, these fucking spam bots, dude. My God. They used to just hit the comments. Now they're hitting the fucking live stream comments. My God. Hey, Richard, trying to set up another interview, trying to get Nico Vanderhorst to do a live stream with you. Yeah, he's funny. I think that would be cool. But I don't think he likes scams, and I have the misfortune of thinking that he thinks that this might be a scam, maybe. I don't have any evidence for that, but I don't know. Who fucking knows, right? Like, I just saw, like, someone had mentioned some fucking other dude that sells, like, programs or shit, and he laid into him. I'm like, yeah, good on you. But if people don't do their research, they might not know that this shit is awesome and not a scam, right? So, like, random guy that sells watches, he might not get it, that this shit's amazing. It's like, yeah, it's like Bitcoin, better. Do you think Bitcoin's a scam? Thank you. Your self-help stuff is pretty solid. And then Hex and now Pulse. You're a good fucking dude, Richard. Thank you for all you've done and continue to do. Appreciate it, Ben. What up, Richard? How tall is that throne? It's taller than I am. I don't know. It's over 6 feet. How will we be able to buy PulseChain coins when it goes live? Well, go to t.me/PulseChainCom, man. Please. Let the community help you. Read the pinned messages there. Will the snapshot happen before the sacrifice phase so I can sacrifice my hex and still have p-hex? No. Fuck you. What are you, stupid? No. Next live stream later today? Lol. What do I think the T-share price will be on p-hex? Well, it will start at the exact same. And it depends on people's staking behavior after that. but it could be very similar. I would imagine it would be very similar. Richard, I'm giving away 5 t-shirts, not $1,000 t-shirts, for people who want to make a HEX testimonial selfie video on Twitter. Let's promote HEX. Maddie Allen of HEX Therapy Live. I love your idea. I think that's a fabulous idea. Everyone go follow Maddie Allen on Twitter and participate in his t-shirt giveaway, because the more testimonials, the better. Look, HEX has changed thousands and thousands of lives. And if you guys document that, it's easier for it to change more lives, because, you know, people believe it more when they hear you talking about it. Broke trying to look cool equals Scottsdale, Arizona. Haha. I've never been there. What do you think about the recent tight trading range? What the fuck are you talking about? This shit isn't a tight trading range. Are you fucking crazy? Let's go measure what this guy's calling a tight fucking trading range. Yeah, let's go measure this bad boy. So on Bitcoin, 2 weeks ago, the price was 22% lower. And then 1 week ago, it was 5% higher. And then 5 days ago, it was 14% lower. What the fuck tight trading range are you talking about, man? What? You don't think 20% fucking... Oh, and how much are we up from the dip right now? Let me flip this. So up from the dip right now, we're 30%, 28.48% higher in 15 days. What the fuck? Like, come on, man. Tight trading range. I'm not feeling it. I mean, if anything, this is like a standard fucking bear flag. Bear pennant. I mean, it's more of a reversal, like flat top triangle kind of shit, but it ain't tight trading range. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's surreal seeing new people come in and ask the same questions we all asked at first. Yeah, it's funny. Richard always provides more value than you pay for. Always. Thanks, man. HEX settled margin trading will be nice on Paul's. Oh my God, please let people short HEX, please. Not derivative, spot. Yes. Please let people short HEX. And then when the price goes up and they get liquidated, they go, oh shit, now I had to buy to cover it. Prices I never thought possible. Shouldn't short. This is so special to be a part of. You guys feel it? Champagne glasses emoji. Thanks, man. Will I be able to end my current HEX stakes due October on the Pulse chain with cheaper fees, or am I only able to do so on the ETH chain? They're two different chains, man, and you're going to have your stakes duplicated. You're going to have HEX stakes on both chains. If you end one, it just ends that one. It doesn't have anything to do with the other. So it's important for you to know. Oh, these fucking spam bots, dude. My God. What are they spamming? They're not even spamming WhatsApp now. Now they're spamming fucking Telegram. Nice. Scumbags. You said your book was a compilation of audio recordings. Would you release those? I want the raw cut. Maybe one day. We'll be able to use Pulse when our stakes end. I don't understand the question, man. Please go to t.me/PulseChainCom. The two chains have no relation. ETH is ETH, Pulse is Pulse. Your Pulse stakes will not affect your ETH stakes, and vice versa. Founder of a $30 billion crypto coin is about to launch a new one. There you go, use that. Thanks, trade, bruh. What's your answer to the criticism of proof of stake that in proof of stake always becomes stealth proof of work? Well, it's just dumb. It doesn't make sense. What, like, are you paying electricity companies to burn a shitload of electricity to do a dumb SHA-256 math problem or ETH hash math problem? No, you're not. Are you doing some other kind of work trying to get people to like you to let you be a validator? Maybe. Maybe you just buy your stake. Like, that shit doesn't make any sense, what you just said. Somebody says, can you answer the title question for me, please? I did already. but I'm like 30, like my chat is at 10 minutes after the hour, but real time is at 40 minutes after the hour. So I'm 30 minutes behind. So I'm answering questions from 30 minutes ago. That's how it is. It takes me longer to answer these questions than it takes the thousands of you to generate them. Richard, are we going to still do this and all hang out live after Sacrifice? I don't know what you're talking about, but when COVID fucks off, I'd love to see some HEX meetups. I mean, there's a HEX meetup going on soon in Vegas. I'm not going to be there, but a lot of other HEXicans will be. When UniSwap airdropped, you thought the price would go down. Are you surprised by its $40 all-time high? It did go down, but then it went up. Everything went up. Crypto bull market. What didn't go up? So that's how it is. My wife works in skincare, and you may have a condition called rosacea. Nigga, my skin is not that bad. Fuck off. It's a normal-ass skin, man. I do not have rosacea, thank you. God damn. Can you elaborate on how proof of stake works on Pulse? I don't feel like it. Go read the messages in Pulse chat. I've done it before. I don't feel like doing it now. All right, I'll do it. There's a set of validators. Maybe it's 100, maybe it's 50, maybe it's 33. It doesn't really matter. It just changes the likelihood that you get a shittier validator, because there's a power law distribution and the quality of hardware and connectivity. If you want to be a validator, you can be. Unless let's say it's 50 people. If you want to be a validator and you have some Pulse and you've staked it, you can be a validator. Unless there's 50 other people that have more stake that want to validate instead of you. And then you don't get to, because whoever the top 50 are, they get to do it. And you can go ask other people to delegate their stake to you, and then you could get back in the list of 50, and then you could be a validator again. That's how it goes. Richard, I unfortunately didn't find Pulse until this year. What was Big Payday? Could it happen again? No, Big Payday isn't happening again. Big Payday paid people 30 to 100% bonus HEX on top of the HEX that they had staked, based on whether they had staked from a day up to 15 years. So if you were staked for a day before November 19th, then you would have gotten a 30% payout. And if you were staked for 15 years or 10 years even, you would have got about 100% bonus. That's it. And those days are over. No more free claiming. No more adoption amplifier. No more referral program. All gone. Now we have staking and interest. T-shares. Stake for longer, you get bonus shares. Stake for larger, you get bonus shares, but longer pays a lot more bonus than larger does. Maddie's Vegas meetup. Because you are not coming, will you give us permission to do a cutout picture of yourself? You can be in the pictures. I don't know about that, man. Because I imagine there would be some cool pictures, and I don't know what you creepy motherfuckers would do else. Who knows what kind of shit you'll do with a full cutout of me. So I don't know. Too risky. Too risky. Don't do it. 715 likes, looking better. Let's clear 1,000. Thanks, John May. Tungsten is brittle, which is why you 5% alloy it with some other shit I can't remember, but I think it's nickel. And that's fine. You were supposed to talk to Lex Friedman. He's a good dude. Hey, he will only do it in person, and I'm not near him. I'm doing other shit right now. Maybe when I'm done doing other shit, I'll see whether I can find my way over there. Or he could pretend it's 2021 and do shit remotely, since I got a motherfucking 8K camera and the best production quality in a fucking business. So not about crypto. Apparently I've clicked on someone's therapy session. Says Jonathan Devereux. Bro, your comment sounds gay. Your name sounds gay. you might be gay, bro. Sorry. Will I be able to end my current hex stakes? Yeah, I already answered this one. Thanks for everything, Sir Richard. Makes me feel better hearing your advice. Thank you for Hex and Pulse. This coming from a guy that started in January. I have learned so much from you already. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that, man. Serious question. Are you interested in stocks or the stock it market at all? No. Why would I give a fuck? So, like, you could have big gains or you could have little baby gains. You could have 24-hour trading 7 days a week, or you could have bitch mode. Sometimes markets open, sometimes not. Fuck all that. Crypto's way better than stocks, man. No such thing as bad publicity. It's all public relations, one way or another. What pillow you use? I know this off topic, but I need me a fire pillow. Well, my favorite pillow is actually a cheap piece of shit from IKEA with shredded foam inside it. That's my favorite pillow. I care about acoustics. So that particular pillow, when I cover my head with it and put it over my ear, quiet, perfectly quiet, love it. Other pillows, they just don't sound as good. So acoustics for me, I care about them. Now, if you want a back pillow, throw pillow, I can recommend this here Versace Home. $500, I think. I like it. Looks cool. I think the white side looks cooler. Those are my only pillow suggestions. Now, look, they do make... There's a company called Tempur-Pedic that makes a starfish shape pillow called like the Umbrico or something. That thing's really neat because, you know, if you take a normal pillow and you like put your arm under it, you're going to get a bunch of too much stuff here. But like this one's got a cutout and like you're putting it through the little starfish arm and then there's just one part that comes out. It's just, you got to try it, man. Go try that starfish shaped pillow. It's only got little forearms on it, but it's real cool. The logistics work very well with that pillow. Acoustically meh, but it can be very useful for a bottom pillow. When listing Binance? Sir, hex so hard in Binance. Thanks, Rama Fadila. You want hex in Binance? You go ask them. Ain't got nothing to do with me. The way hex acts, it's a bit of a trader's dream. True. Your watch winders need winding. Nah, they turn on and off on their own, man. They're fine. By the way, thanks, Hex community. Y'all killed my last video. Love the community. Says your weekly crew. I watched you in Crypto Face and it blew my mind. That was almost a year ago. Thanks, man. The real value of Hex will always lie with staking the T-shares. True. I mean, staking to get T-shares technically, but yeah. Truth be told, you need to run for president. Thanks, man. Did you talk about advertising and guerrilla marketing? No, I didn't. I mean, I saw some giant trucks advertising Hex in New York, Times Square. Huge, giant LED trucks, 2 of them, with giant Hex ads on them. Pretty cool. I hope they work. What we love most about you is you take the time to chill with us and hit Twitter. Constantly delivering isn't too shabby either. Thanks, man. Too much money. Money never ending. Yeah, I know the feeling. When do we have the final dates for Sacrifice and release PulseChain? Soon? I mean, look, man, I'm going as fast as I can. Stay in the chat room. t.me/PulseChainCom. It's the best place. My watches stop spinning? Yeah, they're supposed to do that. They're not just supposed to do a day of spins at once. I could go make them spin more, but I don't feel like turning around to do it. So Patek Philippe spend 800 a day counterclockwise. Rolex spends 650 a day both directions. If you want to know how to set your winders if they're programmable. When mentioning the last BTC inflation bug, you mentioned the honor of the BCH dev who found it and disclosed it. Don't kudos go to the Bitcoin devs for whom the BCH dev disclosed it to? You mean the devs that introduced it in the first place? The guys that introduced the bug? Imagine putting all those... Can you explain how this got fixed without anyone minting as much as they wanted? Well, they just decided to patch it instead of steal money. That's what do you want me to tell you? The BCH dev could have minted as many free Bitcoin as he wanted. He didn't. This is 2 years ago. And the people that he responsibly disclosed to could have also minted as much free Bitcoin as they wanted, but they didn't. And so very nice of them not to mint all that free money. Okay. I don't know what you like. It was a critical vulnerability. It was horrible. Nearly the worst thing that can happen to a blockchain. And it's happened twice in Bitcoin. And there's no audits. There's no bug bounty program. What do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to pretend something good happened? It was horrible. Like, I mean, I like that you're thinking about the right stuff and your comment seems intelligent and, you know, you're listening. I like that stuff. So I look forward to, you know, hearing from you again in the comments, but like, kudos to the guys that didn't mint all the free Bitcoin they wanted when they could have. I don't know what to tell you. Let's just say that the guy that found it first, his kudos need to be larger than the guys that he gave it to, you know? We are up, soldiers. What is this? We are up, soldiers, Richard Hart, making the world a better place. Significance NB. Don't know what NB means. But thank you. Do please keep making the world a better place. Hey Richard, I heard your BTC bottom call. You got an ETH bottom call? Usually ETH does a 95% dipper-doodle. But I think that's like a sample size of 1. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen again. I mean, DeFi is so good now. Maybe you only get an 85. Now here's the problem. The difference between an 85 and a 95% dump, or the difference between 80 and a 90% dump, is 2x. So if you get 80% dump, you're left with 20%. If you do 90% dump, you're left with 10%. 20 is twice 10. So 80 and 90, they don't sound that different, but when you're actually down there, it's fucking different. It's an extra 50% dump. So that, you know, what's the difference between a, well, I just explained it. So yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't be surprised to see ETH do a 95% dump, but I wouldn't be surprised if we just did an 85 instead. I'd be cool with that too, you know? Hey, you know, it'd be great. What if ETH invalidated the relationship to Bitcoin and just kept going up no matter what? But I don't, it's wishful thinking, bro. You know, did we get such divergence during the recent dip? No. What do I think of IOTA after their updates? LOL. They're still holding people private keys that they should have never had. How does the founders of a cryptocurrency get a hold of their users' private keys? Wow. Wow. And then they seized all the money and turned off the network and are now letting them AML KYC to try and get their own coins back. Wow. Amazing centralization. Amazing turn off the network whenever you want. Network down for a few weeks. Get the fuck out of here. That project's the worst project ever. The worst. Absolutely disgusting. Is there a live status to the amount of X return Hex has? There is. There's a website that has it. I know it, but I'm not telling it to you. It's an old website and it's a little bit slow, so I don't advertise it. Might be other places too. Hey, hex.live guys, or I guess that's deprecated. Hey, staker.app guys. If you want to put like a rolling maximum X January 5th till local top, that'd be cool. I just measure mine on UniSwap for the USD pair, uniswap.vision. I measure it from January 5th, 2020 till the highest high. Thank you, Dan Emmons, for telling the GameStop people about Pulse. Leave the marketing to us and go knock Pulse out of the park. Thanks, man. Do I check the coins website with donations? No, I don't trust that middleman shit. Oh, fucking give me your money and I'm going to give it to somebody else. Fuck that. I'm in crypto to remove middlemen. Any decision on sacrificing stable coins such as USDC? Yeah, you'll be able to. Richard's thoughts on Breguet watches? I don't really like them. Apparently they have the best finishing inside the watch. If you want to like look with a fucking jeweler's loop at this stupid, oh look, the tiny little shit's polished. I think that's so dumb. Look, they wasted 100 hours polishing this thing that no one can see without a jeweler's loop on the fucking inside of the watch. Wow. So useful. Maybe spend that time on the outside where someone can actually fucking see it. Dumb. So dumb. Hey, look, I fucking... Imagine, guys, look. Imagine if I fucking did all this perlage and fucking anglage and all these stupid French words for shit on the inside of my shoe that no one could ever see. Wouldn't that be awesome? If I put like 1,000 hours of fucking polishing and shining inside my fucking shoe? No, it'd be fucking stupid. But that's what they do in Switzerland. They're like, yeah, let's destroy some guy's life, making him slave over this fucking shoe or, you know, watch or whatever. It's just so dumb. There's a lot of dumb shit going on in the world. That's one of them. The concept that for social signaling we have to enslave people in Geneva, Switzerland to sit on microscopes and waste years of their lives making devices that can't tell time for shit is just like, oh my God. Can't we have some better social signaling thing, please? Please. I mean, there's just like tens of thousands of Swiss people's lives being sucked away, staring into microscopes, polishing shit no one will ever see to tell time poorly. Dumb. So, I wish we had better options. Sadly, apparently we don't. But it would be fucking great to have a better Veblen good, if you want to Google it, Veblen, goods that go up in demand as they get more expensive because they're used for social signaling. Yeah, sucks, but hey. Stop mentioning gold or Peter Schiff appears. Peter Schiff, suck my balls, you wrecked, broke, pleb bitch. When you gonna come debate me, Peter? Let me smack you all over the live stream, bro. Come to the king. Let me terminate you. You are the wreckedest pleb ever. I'm referring to Peter Schiff, by the way. His hair used to be gray. Well, his hair is white now, but it used to be having Keller back when 10 years ago when gold was the same fucking price. So his hair lost its Keller. The gold went down in value versus the inflated dollar. Because your dollar doesn't buy what it used to anymore. So just to stay even, with inflation, your shit needs to be higher than the price 10 years ago, or your purchasing power went down. You can't buy as many burgers. You can't buy as many cars. You can't buy as many fucking anything. So if your price is the same after 10 years, you lost a lot of purchasing power. Hence, gold sucks. HEXican says 60-40%. When you catch up to this, you said candles lit at 10 cents already, so got to be a higher percent. No, 60 or 40% was just like the likelihood that I would light them for sacrifice. Sure, maybe 60% I'll light them for sacrifice. 40% I might not. I'm not talking about price movement for lighting them. I'll still light them at 10 cents. You're the man, Richard. I think you need to remember half the people are stupid. The older I get, I think it's more like 75%. Yeah, I feel you, man. I do feel you. I'm here right now. There's quite a few newly minted multimillionaires from his product. True. Buy some dinosaur bones. Yeah, maybe. You could gold plate a Triceratops head or something. That would be kind of cool, I guess. Oh, somebody else in chat. HEXican says buy a T-Rex skull. Yeah, maybe. Kind of big though. Is it good if we make comments just for the sake of making comments? Yes, it is. Makes the algorithm happy. Thank you. When I get rich, I will have a painting of you made sitting on your throne with a giant, ridiculous bodybuilder muscles all over. Respect. Thank you. I bought a HEXican, and they do retain value. Don't know what that is. Maybe some type of interesting revolver. Pulse might just blast off. True. How about a gold and diamond armor? Gold is really soft metal. It's shit for armor, man. What martial arts did I do? I did 2.5 years of American Kempo. I left off just before blue. It's a purple belt. It goes like white, yellow, orange, purple, blue, brown, black. Starts off, you know, very straight, kind of Shotokan looking, and then gets more round, kind of kung fu looking. Never kick a standing man above the waist. So no flashy taekwondo high kick stuff. Where can I margin trade Glock 27s? Probably nowhere. I mean, I think they're a publicly traded company. They might not be. Some interesting story about Gaston Glock, the founder, getting embezzled from and being beaten over the head with a hammer by his accountant. Really fucked up story if you want to look into it. I think Gaston Glock Hammer would perhaps find that story. I think he was in Luxembourg when it happened, but I think he's an Austrian guy originally. Will I be able to end my current hex stakes due October? Man, you've asked this shit a million times. I'm going to answer it again. Your hex stakes don't have anything to do with Pulse. You will have new Pulse hex stakes on the Pulse chain. So you'll have P hex on the Pulse chain, and you'll have E hex on the ETH chain. So the hex that's on ETH, it's its own thing. It doesn't have anything to do with Pulse at all. And the hex that's on Pulse is its own thing, and it doesn't have anything to do with Ethereum at all. They're two totally different things. Your ETH stakes will have to be ended on the ETH chain. Your Pulse stakes will have to be ended on the Pulse chain. They're totally different. So you'll have double the number of stakes. You'll have double the number of liquid hex. The bling is about to lose me. I like the Hex project, but I'm not telling my friends to watch this new you. I like the old Richard that was all about helping others. Well, fuck you, D-Good. You should have done a better job promoting me when I just wore a black t-shirt, huh? But you didn't do a good enough job, so I didn't get enough fucking followers. So now I'm blinging it up, trying, bro. You throw enough shit at the wall until it sticks. Maybe this won't work either. Or maybe it fucking will. If this doesn't work, I'll rotate. I'll try the next thing. It's called science, man. It's called experimenting. I don't know how this is going to work. I just started fucking trying it. Seems to be working fine. Did the other thing. Didn't work good enough. Crybaby bitch. No, I don't like people who wear Rolexes. Look, motherfucker, rich people wear all kinds of stupid, expensive shit, man. This is how life is. Let me tell you. Dress poor so that you refer your friends to me. Fuck off. Revel in my glory. I've already admitted this shit looks stupid. What more do you want from me, dude? Like, the fuck? Google full auto pre-1987 band guns. They go up daily. Pretty sure you need an armorer's license to have those, bro. Pretty sure. So, definitely Google that. Because if you don't have an armorer's license and you've got fully auto weapons, ATF can come put your ass in jail. And I don't think there's any fucking exemption based on years to that. I really don't. William Kachura says, I agree, acoustics while sleeping is essential. By the way, I lost another 30 minutes of chat. I need a fan's white noise to fall asleep. Even better than a fan is this product called the Marpac. Can't remember what it's called, but Marpac makes them. MARPAC. They make noise machines that just don't blow air around like fans, but make kind of the same sound fans do, and they're adjustable. Definitely check those out, because then you don't have to like get dried out face from fan sound. Hex market cap is $175 billion. What did you mean when you said the market cap can go crazy? There's so much Hex, I can't believe it will never be more than $5, says Ladima. Well, buddy, let me let you know a secret. The website that you're using to calculate the Hex market cap is wrong. And indeed, the circulating supply of Hex is far higher than what they are telling you. So if you go to etherscan.io, you can see the actual market cap and the actual supply. So the actual supply of Hex is, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. $30 billion. That's what it says on etherscan.io. With an ERC20 total supply of 571 billion. But you see, when you stake Hex, they get burnt. And so to know the true total supply, you have to take this ERC20 total supply, which is called max total supply here, of 572 billion, and add it, or actually it's already done for you, the addition. It's in the allocated supply. So we go to etherscan.io, and you click contract on the top right, and then you click contract again, and then you click read contract. Then you can start reading variables directly out of the contract, and number one is allocated supply, and you'll see that the actual total supply of Hex is 633 billion. That's what you get from adding the staked Hex to the liquid Hex. Etherscan.io. Hex.vision, even better. If you want statistics about Hex, Hex.vision is even better. You, person that's commenting that doesn't know shit about shit, wouldn't have believed me if I told you that Bitcoin could be $1 trillion market cap today. You wouldn't have believed me a few years ago, but indeed it is. Because the market cap doesn't mean a fucking thing. Satoshi's coins, which have never moved, are included in that market cap. But I thought market cap was just circulating coins. Well, that's what it's advertised as. But in fact, when you go to the ranking sites, that's not what's actually used. Because his coins have never fucking circulated. They've never moved. But they're included in the circulating supply, which is included in the market cap. Oh, it's a scam. It's a fucking lie. Yes, it is a scam. It is a lie. I tell it to you because I know shit you don't, and I'm here to hook you up. So you can guess whatever you want about what is circulating, what is not. It's all public. It's all on the blockchain. Go to hex.vision and eyeball anything you like. I can tell you that the real total supply is 633 billion. And I'm also pretty sure at least 90% of the coins have moved within the last year. So do what you want with that data. Don't forget to wind your watch. They wind themselves, bro. See, Rolex you can't hear. It's quiet. Wait till you hear one of these Pateks, man. These Pateks are noisy as shit. Let's jump in here. Let's grab a patty. Come here, little buddy. Let's go on an adventure. We're gonna go on an adventure, $110,000 watch. Let's take a little difference between this $110,000 watch and this $250,000 watch. First, let's listen. You hear that? I don't know how classy that is to make your watch actually make loud whining sounds. But here we are. Now, let's look at something else. Can you see that date? That date's hard as shit to see. Why? Because there's no Cyclops magnifying it. Okay, well, let's go look at the Rolex here. Now look at the difference in the clasp. You know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm going to take this plastic off here. This watch is so new. This is also unworn. This one was pretty much unworn. I'm going to take this plastic off the clasp just for you guys. You watching, everybody? Right here. I'm going to put it right next to my eye so everybody can see it. Let's take this plastic off. Maybe I should do it closer to the camera. I'll do it closer to the camera. Why not? Why not? Now I'm just going to guess where the minimum focus distance is because this is the lens. And I don't actually know where it's at. Let me pull up my streaming software so I can watch myself with less latency here. All right. Man, this thing's got really good minimum focus. How close can I get? Not that close. About, oh, it's in this corner too, the focus area. Come on, buddy. Grab focus. I know you can do it. Grab focus. Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm going to tear this plastic off. Come on, little buddy. Now there's more here, I can see it. There's some here too. There we go. That's how you know you got a new ass watch. Look at this here. Virgin. Trying to get this focus. That easy. Cool. Alright. Oh, so I don't feel like standing up that close to the camera that long. So this band, this clasp mechanism, tight. So first of all, they've got there's my leftover plastic bits. They've got a mechanism here where you can adjust the length really easily. So I can get it half a link by just pulling it up and out and then over. Now you can see just the start of this link that's all the way inside. Now I can reset it, fold it back in, click it. Come on, buddy. Now you can see that it ate half a link. So depending on, whether you've been walking around, you're swollen up or whatever your deal is, you can take a half a link, add or subtract with no tools, tool free. And this thing's never coming off by accident. It's never coming off by accident. Now, let's take a look at other buddy over here. So this is $250,000. This one, 110 US. This one falls off easy as shit. So here's your clasp. One side, this side first. Here's your other side. And here's this piece of crap, doesn't actually do anything. Fake extra thing. Doesn't do shit. Oh, and here's all your microlage and whatever other bullshit, your Cote de Genève that's inside the watch here. Can you see this? Useless. What am I going to take off my watch, my $100,000 watch in the street? But look in the back of it with a microscope. Look how cool. Now let's see if this opens. Now look, I sealed that, right? So let's see if it opens with it sealed. Oh, hey, look, a fake clasp. Wow. $110,000 watch. Stupid. Totally stupid. What is the use of having this fake ass thing on here? Don't need to open it. It's irrelevant. Look. Stupid. So the bracelet in the Rolex murders the bracelet in the Patek. Now let's say you want to show off, right? You want people to see your overpriced, can't tell time for shit watch. Of course I put it on backwards. Nice. Let's try putting it on the right way. By the way, this is called the Nautilus because it was inspired by the portholes in the Nautilus ship from 10,000 Leagues Beneath the Sea. And the drawing and the cover of it. And it's inspired by portholes in ships. So when you want to service the watch, this flips open like the porthole of a ship. It's just basically a fancy word for window. So you see how thin this is straight ahead? If you want to slide that under a cuff or something, cool. But it doesn't show off that much, right? It's not as baller. And it looks smaller to me. It really just looks smaller. They're both 41 mil. But this diamonded out bad boy. And here's the thing, right? This is you can't go to a store and buy this. They'll never sell it to you. Waiting list forever. But it's not as exclusive as this other one. The Rolex, if you try, first, it's not in their catalog. Second, if you try and buy it, they ask you your name and Google you, and will only make it for you if they like you, who you are as a human. Patek ain't doing that shit unless it's like $1 million plus watch. So, clasp. Let's see if this accidentally opens. Here we go. Let's close it. Nope. Nope. You'd have to do this, and even if you do that, it's still not opening. Look. See? Because there's an extra release that it's on a hinge. See it? So this is a way better clasp. Doesn't make stupid noises when you wind it. Is more baller. Is more special. Is more unique. And it's maybe why it costs more than twice the price. So, yeah. Anyway. I find it hard to put... Oh, and by the way, look at the date. Remember I told you can't read the date on this? And even when you use the chrono, when this hour indicator is beneath the hand and the hand is at like 6 o'clock, the hour is at 6 o'clock, you can't read the chrono. You're like, wow, how useful. I can't use the chrono effectively at 6 o'clock. It's crap. At least on the Rolex, the chrono timer is separate. Like it's, I don't know. The Rolex has a lot of advantages to the Patek. So you can't see this, but here the date you can see quite easily because it has a magnifying glass on it. So having the Cyclops magnify the number is really useful. So I don't want to hate on Patek that much because I don't know, I got like 200K of them, but yeah, this Rolex is awesome. I like the Rolex better, a lot better. I was thinking, Mike, they got a for basically like 400,000. I can pick up a Patek like this, but all gold with a blue face. And by the way, Beck, this is the only Nautilus with a blue face that's a chrono. Like the 5980s were all brown faces or black faces, brown or gray, until just this year they released a dual time zone one that had a blue face. But this one you could get a blue face in. And even the blue, man, like even this Patek blue isn't as cool. Where did I put that other Rolex? This Patek blue is nowhere near as good as the Rolex blue. It's just nowhere near. The Rolex blue is better. So, oh well. Got 100,000, 135, 150,000 dollar watch, something like that. Prices are flying up on these things. So there you go. I like Rolex a lot better than Patek Philippe. Patek, if you want me to change my mind about that, give me a call. See what we can do. Make me a piece unique or something and we'll talk. Let me get back to chat here. I heard about HEX from a HEX truck. Really? Nice. Demetrius, are you serious about that? Did the HEX truck bring you the one in New York? That'd be cool. Let's troll and wear a watch on each arm. Troll time. This Patek ain't got shit on that Rolex, man. Nothing. Nothing. Lol, that squint. Yeah, the squint was funny. Hey, Richard, thanks for working so hard on Pulse at your own pace. Fuck you. I'm looking forward to the final product. Yeah, me too. What's up, homies? That starfish pillow was my idea. I sent you not. I don't know, man. I've had that shit for a long time. Do you have a solution to front-running bots? Yeah, you can use this thing called ArcherSwap you can use that communicates without the auction. It uses encrypted batches of transactions, and then you bribe the miner separately. So you can use ArcherSwap, which is like an advanced... It's so advanced I've never used it. You can use ArcherSwap. It uses flash bots to communicate with the miners directly without the open auction that allows people to front run you. And the transactions are, I think, are encrypted as well. Don't quote me on that last encrypted part. And then you can also set your slippage to allow a maximum slippage of 0.5%, so that a front-running bot would have to pay a 0.3% fee to buy before you and pay a 0.3% fee to sell after you, so he's already down 0.6%. So if you set it to 0.5%, then it's harder for him to front-run you because he's already net negative for trying to sandwich you with a buy and a sell. So the slippage, the maximum extra slippage limit that you see in UniSwap is there to prevent front-running bots. This is another Patek. Day, date, month, year, moon phase, 24-hour indicator. Awesome complications. Let's see if it makes the same shitty sound when I wind it. Yep. I mean, you could look at it as cool if you wanted to. This is like 110 grand now. Look at all the beautiful things you can't see. Look at all of that. Yeah. Can I fit this on my wrist too? That'll really piss some people off. There we go. Ah, yes. Nothing gaudy or try hard here. We're not trying hard at all. Oh, trying so hard. In your own opinion, do you think Pulse outperforms HEX over time? I really don't know. They're different products. HEX monetizes time. Its game theory is absolutely insane. You know, Pulse grows based on community. So like the Pulse community right now is onboarding new users at a much faster rate in Telegram than the HEX community is. So HEX Telegram's like at 20K. It's been at 20K a long time. Yeah, we've got a lot of on-chain users. We've got price growth. We've got new addresses you can watch in etherscan.io all the time. You know, you could go to staker.app and see how many new people staked, how many people bought, how many people sold, all that awesome stuff. But the growth in the Pulse chat room's just been absolutely insane. Every day there's another couple hundred users in there. And, you know, there's always 40 or 50 or 60 people on the live voice chat, constant. And I'm getting direct messages from people that hated HEX and like Pulse. Big names. Founders of other cryptocurrencies. So it's like, I think that Pulse has a lot of opportunity, but I don't know which one's going to outperform. They're both likely to be insane. Oh, this looks so dumb. With the money you spend on watches, why not hire a company that can help you promote and generate more traffic for you? That was my idea just earlier in the stream, sir. I'll probably get around to that. I like the way Richard talked to dumb people. Thank you. Respect Richard for not having advertisements on your YouTube channel. Thank you. Richard Hart, you predicted a 50 to 55K bounce. Why so optimistic? It's just what we did last time. And I already answered this, but I'll answer it again. We went to 65K, and then we had a right shoulder that bounced up to 60K, and then we dumped, and now we're sitting at 40% dump from the top, went all the way down to 54%. Why not retest 50K? Why not? That's what we did in 2017. We bounced back to the 286 fib. So if you do a fib retracement, draw your zero at the top, then your one at the bottom. 286 is up there at 52, 54K, something like that. Why not? That's what we did in 2017, 2018. So that's it. And this market's been more bullish than ever. I mean, we went up and did a 20x in Bitcoin without any dips. So if we overperformed the bullish side, maybe we could bounce harder, right? So Richard, please know that there's no rush on Pulse. Take your time. We're all working hard along. And fuck what all these idiots want to be smart douchebags are saying. No rush at all. Thank you, sir. Richard may get a band hammer too. Sure, Crypto. Crypto Vince, you get to be a mod. There you go, buddy. Submariner versus Day Date. I mean, the fluting on the bezel of the Day Date catches the light really well, and I like the extra thickness on the Submariner. So I'm gonna go Submariner, but the Day Dates are really pretty. So I also my first Rolex was a Submariner, so I might be partial to it, They're both very good. People are complaining in chat about the spammers, but by the time I get around to it, the mod's already got it, so I never get to see it. What's your favorite programming language? I guess Lisp, because I learned Scheme in middle school. And so I use parentheses a lot, and I use nested parentheses a lot. And so that's just kind of the way I think and what I was raised with. And it just happens to also be the most powerful programming language, which is kind of cool bragging rights. But unfortunately, its power is its downside, because everyone gets so esoteric with their own stuff that it's hard to on-ramp new users and new devs to work alongside other devs, because it gets so unique, So I mean, if you want to make money, if you want to make cool shit on the internet, JavaScript. If you want to make money, SQL, even Fortran. If you want to launch coins, Solidity. If you want to, do statistics, R. If you want to do computational fluid dynamics, Fortran. If you want to do, what else? Languages have strong points, right? If you want to do multi-threading and what was the name of this language? I don't know, man. It's been a long time since I've played choose a stack, because I've already chosen our stacks. The premier Ethereum client is written in Go. It's the one that all the miners use. It's 90% of the blocks that are mined with it. It's Geth. So we're a Go shop that is working with Geth. If we didn't choose Go, we would choose Rust, which also just happens to be the primary language for the second most popular Ethereum client, which is now called Open Ethereum, but used to be called Parity Client. So, Go and Rust are what we're leaning towards, with Solidity as a third, depending on what part of the stack people are working on. So if people are working on smart contracts, it's Solidity. If people are working on, the fork and the actual consensus code, it's Golang. And that's about it. So Golang and Solidity is all the devs I'm looking for that aren't front end. Pretty much. If you're a front end guy and you're working on mobile, we're usually a Vue.js house over a React house. If you're not a dev, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but they're basically frameworks that allow you to visually present JavaScript and call databases easily and quickly, right? Hey, I've got a bunch of data that I want to organize and show people. Both Vue.js and React allow you to do that. So for instance, the guy that built the open source front end for UniSwap chose to use React and maintains a React.js kind of front end for dApp's kind of open source thing. So it's okay. Thank you, Richard. Looking forward to what's coming. Yeah, man. Thank you. Free the shoe slaves. Free the Rolex slaves, too. I mean, at least Rolex is like primarily made automatically. This diamond one has to all be done by hand. So it takes a lot of time. Like a human has to do all these diamonds. But the majority of the rest of the watch is just all machine, which I actually prefer, man. There's no reason to enslave some guy to polish these fucking parts that I don't look at. Stupid. Similarly as polishing the inside of my shoe. Stupid. Eric Weinstein told Peter McCormick on his podcast to shut the fuck up or show that Bitcoin solves everything. Good. He should come on my podcast. Eric Weinstein, Brett Weinstein, Peter Thiel, you guys are all invited to come talk on this thing. Talk about whatever you want. Don't got to be about crypto. We're smart fucks. We're qualified to talk about all kinds of stuff. This watch doesn't look that bad. Looks okay. You're awesome, Richard Hart. People just can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. True. A Few Good Men JPEG. A Few Good Men GIF. I think that was the movie that was in. Richard, how to buy crypto with no KYC. Go to kycmenot.com or kycnotme.com, either one, can't remember, and then Google the ones that you're thinking about using, because some of them will scam you. Like Morph Token will scam you. So don't fall for that. Schiff is an idiot. I can't believe Rogan wastes so much time talking to him and he just parrots himself all the time. Yeah, he's just an idiot. He's been wrong for decades. Dumb. Dinosaur bones are fake. Nice. I hope that you get to have a real life Jurassic Park experience where the velociraptors rip you up. Hey, all go happy, you're happy, we're happy. Pulse comes out, we're all happy all the way to the bank. Nice. All good donation, thank you. What's a good entry Rolex? I mean, I care about price go up more than I care about like save money. So the thing is, man, I don't want you to get into a stupid hobby and then cost yourself $1 million of crypto gains, you know? So I like this if it gets me new users and likes and followers and shit, but I don't like it if my audience FOMOs dumb watches instead of getting crypto rich, if that makes sense. So entry level Rolex. You can get older Rolexes, older date justs for cheap, man. You might be able to get an old date just for like $3,000. It's Rolex. It's real Rolex. It's only $3,000. I think that's like the cheapest way that you could get into a Rolex. I think. But then if you think about it, you're like, well, wait a second. I thought these things were supposed to go up in price. And so why is it that the oldest one didn't go up that much? Well, yeah, doesn't always work out. The vast majority of watches lose money and do not go up in value. There's a very specific set of the hottest watches that goes up. Patek Philippe Nautilus, hottest watch. Tricked out Rolexes, sport models, right? Submariner, Sky Dweller, GMT2, stuff like that. But like you get people that don't know what's going on, that think they know what's going on. Like some guy would comment on my thread who'd be like, yeah, those Rolexes are nice, but you should get a Platinum Masterpiece. And you're like, bitch, Platinum Masterpieces are cheap as fuck. I can get a Platinum Masterpiece for $60K. This shit costs $250. They just don't realize that like the Platinum Masterpiece is a smaller watch. It's only like 39 or 40 millimeter, 39 instead of 41. And it's thinner, doesn't have crown guards, you know, bracelet doesn't look as cool. I don't like the Pearl Master bracelet as much as the Jubilee or the Presidential or my favorite, the Oyster. So like I might just get one to shut haters up, but I don't actually like the watch. So like maybe I'll pick up a platinum masterpiece just to be like, oh, you think the platinum masterpiece is the best Rolex? Well, you don't know shit about prices or availability, but here, I got one anyway. So maybe I could get like a platinum. I think I can get a platinum masterpiece with diamonds in the bezel under 100. So it's actually like cheap for shit I'm looking at. So like maybe I'll get one just to shut up the people that don't actually know what's going on in the watch game, but just remember shit from like 10 years ago, and that used to be the hotness back then. Breitling watching's any good? I don't know. They're okay. I mean, I like the Breitling Emergency. I might pick up one of those because it's got a radio transponder on it, where if shit goes down, you can pull out an antenna. It's got a battery in it, and it will radio for help. So if you're going to get buried in a avalanche or something like that, you would definitely want the Breitling Emergency over any other watch. So I could see getting one of those, but any of the Breitlings I really don't care about. Are you and Slash on good terms now? He's trying to say that I look like Axl Rose. Thank you. I wish Axl Rose looked better than he does now. Will HEX lose value when dollars go down? What? Dollars are always going down. How's HEX doing? Just doing amazingly. I don't understand your question. I think you might have it backwards, mate. People printing the fuck out of dollars is really good for everything priced against the dollar on the price chart. Hey there, Mr. Richard Hart. Hi, I'm glad to catch you live. It all keeps up. I will be debt-free in 2020. Thanks a million. Thank you. That person that mentioned Gold Armor never played Dungeons & Dragons. Well, what t-shirt is that, though? This is a $1,000 Philippe Plein t-shirt showing the death of money. At least that's what I'm saying it says. Who knows what it really says. Richard Hart, thanks for making this lily a dolphin, a millionaire with HEX. Fingers crossed for more success with PulseChain. Dude, you're making a difference. Rock on. Thanks, Keith Lance. Appreciate it, man. Are we all going to make it, says Max D Crypto. No. Some people that have shit coins that are going to go to zero are not going to make it. And I lost 30 minutes of chat. Fuck. Richard, what kind of bling do you own? Do you have a Jesus piece? No, I just have the fist crushing money, power to profit. And I also have a giant ass HEX platinum piece getting made that's like fucking this big. But it's taking forever, unfortunately. Studying these reflections, yeah. Fucking haters getting all up in the reflections. I want a Rolex. Don't know which one is only 35,000. I don't know what you mean. Is a date magnifier better or is no date magnifier classier? If you want to know what the date is, it's better. If you're never actually looking at it, trying to know the date, then, you know. Richard, you got to start putting pictures of the expensive stuff you're showing in your thumbnails. Otherwise, viewers might not even be able to tell it's new or not. A new video. Yeah, I know. Thumbnails. Yeah, I know. Richards, what's the next on the waiting list for? What do you think of Audemars Piguet? I noticed you haven't showed them yet. I mean, basically, I've got some more diamonded the fuck out watches coming. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I want it to be a little bit of a surprise, but we'll see. AP for me is like a third place. I could pick up an all gold, you know, AP for diamonded out factory, 350,000. But like, it's just meh. I mean, they're a little bit wider, they're a little bit bigger. Okay, you know, I don't know. They just look okay. I've never been that much into octagons. And so like the Royal Oak is kind of an octagon watch. They're both designed by the same guy. Gerald Genta designed this, and Gerald Genta also designed the Royal Oak. So maybe I'll get one, but I'm not in any rush, man. Like, I'm coming up on $1 million a watch this year, and We'll see. I bought one of those in Thailand for $20. Congratulations. Good for you, man. You've convinced me to buy the overpriced Rolex instead of the overpriced Patek. Cool. You know, man, you'll regret it when crypto goes up a lot more. Like, I am in a very unique position that I'm willing to say none of you guys are. So this particular fetish of wasting money, I have an okay excuse. You guys don't. Show us your APs. I don't have any APs yet. Can I do TA on the Rolex though? You can, but I'm not going to tell you where because I don't feel like watching you watch shit that goes up slowly compared to crypto. Like, why? I'm a painter by trade, and I'm hoping one day my stake tax will give me a chance to get me one of those ridiculous watches. Well, people in the HEX community have bought some Rolexes. Richard, I hate to be greedy, but any chance we'll ever get a tour of the case with a swan in it? The shit looks sick. I took an actual picture of it if you search my my Twitter. So you can see what's in there. But that was before I like put the big diamond in there. I've got another case full in that corner. And so I took the big turtle and I put it over there, and I took the diamond and put it over here. If the camera turns around, can we see what the other side of the trailer looks like? Nice, dude. You guys should be able to do acoustic analysis and figure that this is actually a very large room that I'm in with very high ceilings. Long A is the highest quality watches and far more unique. They're the future #1, just no hype. Need some wrappers shining. I mean, the problem I have with the Long A and whatever the fuck watches, their fonts suck. Like the actual text fonts on their faces are just shit. I don't like them. So nice that Germany has a high horology watch brand, but typically it takes about 6 hours for Soyuz spacecraft to chase down the International Space Station. What? I assume that's just for the algo. Check out the Vacheron Overseas Chrono Awesome bracelet. All right. Wearing a watch on each can be the new trend. You started it. Nah, there's some rappers that have done this shit. It looks as dumb on them as it looks on me. No, dumber. Dumber. No, I did not see the Hex truck. I was just being silly, as though that's what brought me in. I followed you for years. Thanks for the heads up, Demetrius. Wear all your watches on both arms, Master Troll. Yeah, but I don't want them to bump into each other, because I don't want them to get scratched. And I also don't feel like changing the bracelet sizes. I hate when they bump into each other. It pisses me off. It's like hitting your teeth with a fork. Richard, what's your Alibaba username? Nice. I don't think they sell this shit on Alibaba, but I like your big sexy watches, thanks. Are the spinning watch cases special? I mean, they'll say they're special because they don't estimate their spins. They actually count them. But, I mean, the part that's most special to me is I need to be able to program each one individually so that they get wound properly. So this one needs 800 counterclockwise. Go in there, bitch. Useless left hand. And then, this is also a Patek, so it needs 800 counterclockwise. Rolexes are 650 bidirectional. You guys like them spinning? I'll put them back spinning for you. There we go. Have some spin, homies. They should spin. There they go. I've been consuming so much Hex content lately, I might just P-Hex. Nice, dude. Wrecked Plebs, triple mask. Richard Hart, triple 100K watches. Yeah. I mean, just these are like, this is $500,000, just these 3 watches. Just this and this two. Richard, is it best to buy Hex now and swap the Pulse when it comes out, or buy Pulse on Uni when it comes out? Which way is cheaper? Hit the chat room, man. t.me/PulseChainCom. Ask chat. Learn about the sacrifice phase. Do you expect history to repeat? BCH, EOS, ETH Classic? I don't study those, man. You gotta be more specific with that question. What's my opinion of Hublot? Meh. I mean, they had one cool one, the Ferrari one they did. But that's it, in my opinion. The one that has like a shitload of time. I think you'd like use a drill to like charge it up, if I remember correctly, but don't quote me on it. HEXican here, thanks for all that you do. Now, I feel weird without something on this wrist here. Any updates on the Lex Friedman podcast? Yeah, man, I ain't flying there till Pulse Sacrifice is going, mate. Would you consider a pet sloth? Nah, they really slow, man. And they like to be upside down. They're weird. I don't mean that they literally stole my idea of the starfish pillow. I meant that I had that idea and they came out with it before I could. I have so many ideas and soon I'll be able to make prototypes. Good stuff, man. Yeah, people find the same ideas at the same time, like a lot. It happens. And if you actually search through history, man, that looks so cool. Just fucking watch. Badass, man. You search through history, you'll find out that even the ideas that were new to both you and the other guy, they used to be new to people a long time ago too. Like, there's a lot of ideas out there. What's the most crazy thing you've ever done in life? I can't tell you that one, man. Can't tell you that one. How did you create Hex? Hard work, bro. You could watch the videos all the way from the beginning till now. Or go in the chat room. Scroll back. What do you think of gaming NFTs? They're dumb. People get bored of games, and when they get bored of games, the value of the NFTs will go down. Now look, we have counter evidence to that in the value of hats and Team Fortress 2, but that is very rare. And I just, hey, let's add gambling to games so that kids can get addicted to gambling and games at the same time, and then we could ruin the kids, just destroy them. No, man, like gambling is not good. Look, it's fucking gambling, but we call it Loot Crate. It's not good for people. Rich, I'm dead broke, but I have a ton of Hex. I haven't sold a coin yet. If I were to sell some, what would you recommend me to buy? I mean, this really depends, man. Do you want to make more money? Or do you want to, like, enjoy with the money you got? I think having a really good TV is cheap as shit. You get a really good TV for $1,000, $1,500. I think getting a comfortable bed, good pillow, some sheets that sound good. I like jersey sheets. They fall apart after a while, but they're t-shirt material. Can't beat the way it feels. If you get better material than t-shirt material, we would wear it. T-shirt material is awesome. So jersey sheets, some pillows that sound good, you know, bed that feels good. A lot of beds do. You don't got to overpay, you know. Maybe those mail order beds are good now. I don't know. Check it. That's stuff that you're going to use all the time, you know. That's stuff that has lasting value. So I would put money into stuff that has lasting value. Fancy shoes are going to wear out, man. Fancy shirt, you're going to get bored of wearing it. It's going to get holes in it. Comfortable recliner, right? Like I use a zero gravity chair. I'm sitting, you know, I just take a big screen, put it on the wall, angle it down, put a recliner in front of it, put your computer next to you, put your mouse on top of it, or do like I do and put the mouse and the keyboard in one board, put it on your knees. You could use a cutting board or you could use a piece of wood, whatever you want. And you're going to have a reclining, comfortable, big screen computer. And I mean, I spent my whole life on that. I built the same thing with an exercise chair that I ain't sat in forever, as you can tell by the 3XL size. You know, that's stuff that's going to last you years and years and years and years. So I would put my money into that. Pretty hard to defend any purchase other than that. Like, you watch a screen, You sit on a chair, you lay in a bed. That's where you're putting all your time. Your time is in that chair and in that bed. And so those things should be good. And then everything else is kind of, you know, really up to the individual. Yeah, and lots of info about how banking system works. Dude's a beast, giving it all away for free. Quant Gang and Hex Asians are my favorite streams. Nice. We've got a lot of Hex streams. If you go to hex.com/content, I think it is. Somewhere on hex.com is a list of a bunch of Hex streamers. Tons of great Hex content out there. Are you conversant with 1inch's virtual rates used to combat the front-running bots? Yeah, I think it just uses like a 5-minute lag before it updates the price. I'm not an expert on it. I'm really not. So you can read the white paper. What was your initial mindset when creating Hex? Go back. Go watch my old videos. I'm doing commercial-free Hex videos almost every day on YouTube. Can't wait to be doing Pulse videos very soon. While I drink the tears of haters. Nice. Deep stakes. I like the way you think. What are you using server-side? Node? I fucking hate Node. Node sucks. There's like a maximum number of... Like, Node has a maximum memory limit that's so low, you wouldn't even believe it. It's like 4 gigs or something. It's just trash. And then you try and use these custom patches to like allow it to access more memory. Like, what kind of shit software can access more than 4 gigs of memory? The fuck is that? It's just garbage. It might have only been 2 as well. Like, it's some pitifully low shit single-digit number trash. So I think Node is trash. So basically, server-side, we use Rust. People sometimes just don't read what's on the screen, but will read what's in chat. All right, good point. Why not build a crypto with Lisp smart contracts? Meh. Meh. I mean, more people know JavaScript, right? Why make it hard for everybody? So I guess 25 minutes ago we were talking about developing, because this is what's in the chat now. Which hater would you box in the ring? I don't know, man. Getting punched in the head ain't no good. Even if you're good at it, I'm not sure your brain ends up 100% after. Hit like and subscribe. All right. Please do. I'm inventing a clam style pillow. You can put your hand in the clam for low audible. You can put your head in the clam for low audible. Oh, cool. I just use 2 pillows. It works the same. Except my head is a little bit less hot, I guess. You could also just use a long pillow and fold it over your head. But maybe your shit's better. Who knows? Richard, I have an extra 30,000. Shall I wait for Pulse or buy Hex now at 5 cents? Not a financial advisor, bro. Good luck figuring that one out, man. A lot of people have figured out that because there's so little Hex for sale that you can move the price of Hex up by buying it before the sacrifice phase. If you put $1 million into Hex, the Hex price is going to move up more than if you put $1 million into ETH. And by a lot more. Yo, first time commenting. I hope Hex shits on the entire crypto market. Keep up the good work, and I'm going to go in big with Pulse. All right. According to your watch, you must be in Iceland. This is UTC time. I do it for operational security. My computer's UTC, my clocks are UTC, so everything's UTC. Node has added the bonus of NPM hell. Yeah, I feel you. I like those scam misnamed NPMs that steal everybody's money. Those are great. Richard Hart makes you smart. Thanks, man. Do you think there are any specific ERC20 coins that will move, that will more than others within the Pulse chain? more than HEX. I mean, the ones that don't have admin keys are the ones that probably have the most utility, whether the admins come along or not. So you have to know which of the fake DeFi shit out there is actually admin key world, which is a lot of it. What's your prediction of HEX? What's my prediction for HEX if BTC goes into a bear market? I think it's going to do great. I played EverQuest and World of Warcraft for years and ultimately wasted my time. I know that feel, bro. I wasted a couple years on StarCraft 2. I'm glad you said that. No watches for me. I'll just buy more HEX. Yeah, you're gonna hate a watch if it costs you $1 million crypto gains. You're gonna like that watch a lot less. Hey Richard, super excited about the upcoming Pulse launch. Been in bed over a year now. Is there an ECR tweet? Oh, I answered that one. You look like Post Malone without tattoos. I'm sorry to hear that. Good singer, probably good guitar player, but man, he fucked his face up with tats. He's got some nice watches though. He actually has the same watch. So Post Malone has the same watch I have. Interestingly enough. He's also got the Rainbow Daytona. He's got some nice watches. Hey Richard, thanks for making me witch. Love you. Thank you, Ernst Hubertus. When aircraft carrier, nice. When do you think BTC might reach 55K? Go look at the 2017 chart, man. I'm just quoting you the same shit that happened back then. Go measure it. I don't feel like doing it. Just guesses, dude. Who knows? Can Shiba type coins be sacrificed? No. I see too many normal HEXicans talking about buying Rolex and Lambos because of you, Richard. All right, beat some sense to them. Yeah, guys. Unless you founded a cryptocurrency, strongly consider getting rich before wasting your money. You forgot Greenbelt? No, in my system, Greenbelt was after Blue Belt and before Brown. But yeah, maybe I did forget green. Thanks. White, yellow. What the fuck? White, yellow, orange, purple. Yeah, I forgot green. Blue, green, brown, black. I think. Thanks, man. So do you think the entire Ethereum community will move to Pulse? Well, I mean, people sure do love free coins and free money, so the chat room growth is insane. We'll see. Richard, can you talk about what you think central banks will do to curtail crypto? Nothing. They're going to make money on it. They make money on fees. They'll make money on you using crypto through them. Fees. People are dumb. They don't want to store their own coins. So they'll just pay fees to people to do it. Have I seen the HEXican at Saturn's North Pole? Yes. Pretty cool. Saturn has a giant hexagon on its North Pole. It's nice. Richard, did you see Ron Paul called for a legalization of Bitcoin? Bitcoin's already legal. What? The fuck? What the fuck? John McAfee was claiming hidden code that took out Iran's nuclear centrifuge. Is Bitcoin doomed? I read John McAfee's post and it didn't make any fucking sense. So he's talking about running a random number generator 3 times in a row to then reverse some of the random number generation, and then talks about some logical XORing, and you're like, nope, this shit doesn't make sense, bro. His post didn't make any sense. People already understand what happened with the nuclear centrifuges because the malware was already detected and analyzed. There's no question as to what happened with those. we already know because we've already seen the software. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Will we have an opportunity to buy the new PHEX at a fraction of a penny when it launches, or do you think it will shoot up past a penny day one? I actually don't know. I never thought about it. Good question. I mean, yeah, I fucking don't know. Go and talk about it in t.me/PulseChainCom. When the world eventually creates a statue of you, how tall and what metal? I don't know, man. I'm kind of partial to this tungsten stuff. I gotta get my hands on some of it and see what it's like. Maybe that's cool. Richard, any plans on a new interview with Ivan on Tech? Would be hilarious. Yeah, whatever. If he wants to talk, cool. Do you have any IWC watches? No. Charles Hoskins is hates watching this. Hi, Charles. Nice. Richard had an 8-some or something, this crazy son of a gun. Spontaneous invention. I'm working on a gravity manipulation engine. Don't spend your time on that shit, man. Do something a little bit closer to easy. That shirt looks so cool, bro. That's about when the wife would start complaining about it all being all talk. Richard, choose one. Belgian Malinois or German Shepherd? I'm going to go German Shepherd, but I don't know shit about that Belgian dog you just talked about, man. So who knows? I'll have to Google it. Schutzhund level 3 German Shepherd. Bite the balls! I mean, these Schutzhund level 3 dogs are trained to jump through fire and jump into darkness and follow commands, and pretty fucking cool. Don't know about that Belgian one. Before sacrifice phase goes live, will we get a few days notice? The answer was yes, but now, like, I want to fucking hurry up. So maybe not. Like, I want to go now. I want to fucking have the sacrifice phase now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. So I feel like you guys. So, like, I don't know if you're going to get a few days. Because we're just, you know, delayed a little bit since we changed it to be able to send from exchange without having to sign claims. So, like, I want it as soon as possible. Damn good camera. Thanks. And it shoots in 8K. And if I had an 8K capture device, we'd be watching in 8K right now. But sadly, we're only using 4K. So my new $10,000 8K camera with lens, only using it in 4K. Some people that, a tiny community full of people that try to make money on crypto want to talk to me. Good luck, guys. Oh my God. I caught up with chat. I caught up. Pretty fucking hungry here, guys. How long was this stream? Yes, it's a 3.5 hour long stream. That's not bad. Any other cool questions, homies? I'm going to hit you with these greatest hits. You need to follow me on twitter.com/RichardHartWin. You need to go into chat at t.me/PulseChainCom. Check out hex.com. It's up 1200x in a year and a half. It's now eyeing $1. It's like 5 cents right now. I'm going to type this stuff in chat. What else? Hex, Pulse, SENS.org. If you want to donate to charity, you might want to wait for the sacrifice phase. Get some free credit that should get free pulse. What else? Don't waste money. What's the keyboard I'm using? Aluminum case. It's called a Norbatouch. It's a aluminum case with a Real Force. Well, I guess technically it's a Nova Touch 87 key, 10 keyless, with Leopold die sub PBT keys and Tai-Hao Miami PBT double shot modifiers, bottom row for extra height, and lubed with Krytox taupe ray silenced with hypersphere rings. This cost maybe $1,000. I also build keyboards, but I like these capacitive, perfect, smooth, no scratchy to them. But I mean, I've got 50 keyboards, 100 key sets. All right. Well, guys, hit like, subscribe, send this video to people, make the algorithm happy, type comments and stuff. What else? Yeah, go to PulseChain.com, t.me/PulseChain.com, and join the party. It's good talking to you guys. Keep it real out there.